them high, we exalt thee. And today is a big day for these players looking to impress. There are still two matches after this one. And quite simply, Sierra Leone need to win all three to have any chance at all going through. In their green and white kit, up against the Ethiopians from East Africa. Make the journey across the continent. Yannick Malala Kabonga is our referee today. Let's take a look at the teams there for Sierra Leone. They're without Tyrese Forner of Northampton, who's had to return home for personal reasons. Look out for Juma Bar. He's one of the most highly rated young centre-backs in European football, plays in France with Nice. 41-year-old Kai Kamara scored a spectacular header last week against Guinea-Bissau, but he's on the bench as Sierra Leone look for goals. Mustafa Bundu is our captain today. Mohamed Kalon, former great of Inter Milan, Monaco, is the coach. Three teams on the pitch, and the third one is led by Yannick Malala Kabanga. Congolese referee. Mustafa Bundu, the captain for the hosts. And for the visitors, it's Yarat Dalai. So what about Ethiopia? A brave display last week against Egypt. Abu Bakar Nora has been getting some rave reviews, you know, for his performance in Cairo. Starts between the sticks.
Fielder can mark.
Hello, microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
We are underway. Sierra Leone against Ethiopia in World Cup qualifying. These two have had 4 games since 2018 and haven't many goals. You know, they've had 3 draws and 1 win for Ethiopia. That was in AFCON qualifying in 2018. That was a 1-0 win. Apart from that, they were 0-0
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sarah Media Live on YouTube and Facebook, and welcome to we sports edition today as we bring on one of we national match fixtures when our FIFA qualifiers with the African zone. Today we get Sierra Leone playing against Ethiopia. Well, the game just started about 44 seconds ago, and I am watching it live from a screen. And today we are expecting a lot to happen within Sierra Leone's quarters. So basically, we want to see exactly what in Salone do today, and that was the first attempt on goal from Ethiopia. Just within a minute, couple of seconds, Ethiopia have made their first attack, and the ball went over the goal post for a goal kick to Sierra Leone. That was a careless defending. And today we realize Sierra Leone had a different lineup. You have Mustafa Bundu. We don't take him position back as the captain of the team, and he's playing up front today because Sierra Leone is looking for goals. Well, if you're there watching, you're watching Sharaja Media Live Sports Channel, and today at the run commentary, we have a reporter already in Liberia. We cover the match for we, but not just with pictures. We might get him on board once in a while within this match for make you can say some few words about the game and what you think. So far, the game is being played at 2 o'clock UK time, but I think I missed the time for UK time. I put 3 o'clock. So my apologies if you're watching and you're supposed to be watching it at 3. My apologies once more. So today, we discuss for see exactly how Sierra Leone they do in this competition. The match is being played live on FIFA, FIFA channel, so I'm actually watching it at the moment. And like I said earlier, when we have the first corner kick being taken and being defended well by Ethiopia, um, still inside the Ethiopian half, as Sierra Leone they close them down because it looked like was they want to actually score goals them on this particular match today. I know it's a Tuesday and everybody seems to be busy. Most people will be at work right now. I don't know for some reason why this match is being played at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which I think is surprising to me. But again, they're playing on a secured pitch in Monrovia. We get possibly not even up to 100 supporters on the stands. But like I said to you, I'm quite surprised that FIFA put these fixtures for 2 o'clock because 2 o'clock seems to be very, very early for football, especially in Africa. The sun might be up, and I don't know why this fixture was made like this, but again, FIFA knows best. At the moment in time, Sierra Leone is playing well, coached by Mohamed Kalong, who was a former Inter Milan player, and then he went to France and played for FC Monaco. So basically, what we're seeing here today is Ethiopia playing against South Africa, and this is now one of Sierra Leone's home games. Then they play specifically in Liberia in the meantime because we Leone Star Nugget pitch. Saying we don't have a pitch, yes, we do have the National Stadium, but it's been on refurbishment for almost 4 years now or 3 years. We still don't know what is the nature of it. Some people then say done, some say not done yet, some still stay a day in progress. Then they say they bring can seats where's the delay. Ethiopia is now in defense and picked up easily by the goalkeeper for Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is knocking it around inside their box, and they seems to have very much confidence about this match and the previous match we didn't play a few days ago. I think the team on paper, to me, it looks good, and for the fact say we still have a lot to play for us to qualify for the World Cup, it means a lot, and it also means if we qualify for the World Cup, it will be the first time in the history of Sierra Leone football, and that is yet to be possible. Again, we don't know, but the way how the table stand right now, we remain to be third on the table, and Egypt may have automatically qualified, I think, with enough points to secure their qualification. And then you have, let me see who is at the bottom after Sierra Leone, which is on the third position. So far, so good. The table stands as it is. Egypt with 19 points, Burkina Faso and Guinea-Bissau and Sierra Leone sits third. If we play today's match and win it, then we might automatically go third. That means we'll be maybe 1 point behind Burkina Faso. We still have a chance. We're not ruling ourselves out totally and entirely. It depends on what really happens on this particular match today. We had a 1 point a few days ago and against Guinea-Bissau, and hopefully we might have 3 points here today because the way how things are going, it looks like we have more confidence in the way we play. We have Jumaba in the defense and we have a couple of midfielders, and we seems to be very comfortable with the ball as we now have Mustafa Bundu with the ball, who is captain of the team right now. And the way things are going is it might be an early goal or maybe not. Okay, we're still watching, we're still attacking well, and that was a nice defense by Ethiopia. I mean, over the past couple of years, Sierra Leone has proven to be a nation to count within the West African sub-region. I think we can challenge any West African country. I don't know about the other African countries then because we don't see how we perform during the AFCON where we go in Cameroon. So notwithstanding that, I met somebody a couple of days ago who said not believe say Stallone gets national team. I'm like, what are you talking about? We don't have a national team. Of course we do have one. But those are some of the discussions that we always can get with some of our friends then we know to Sierra Leoneans then because they not believe say we get a national team because we know they qualify for AFCON. So basically as far as they're concerned, for as long as we don't qualify for AFCON, it means we don't have a national team, which I think is wrong. Because to have a national team doesn't mean you have to qualify for AFCON. Yes, AFCON is the biggest African tournament in the continent, and you expect your country to qualify at least once every 2 or 3 AFCON, or on a regular basis, in fact, because the zone will do sometimes permits we for local qualify, although within the Western Hemisphere, wherein we have to compete with the likes of Ghana, Nigeria, or a few more other countries than we sometimes go team up with, forget the West African qualifiers, then for come over. Maybe they might need 2 or 3 or 4 countries from West Africa, and then they need more countries from other parts of the continents. But the way how things are right now, Mohamed Kalon is just standing on the pitch line, looking at the team and giving them a nice applaud because he realized they may have done something right. At the moment in time, we don't see one ex-former footballer. We don't set record for take the national team to AFCON, and we want to see whether himself go set a record for take the national team to World Cup. That's yet to be proven, but if it does happen, then yes, we'll be looking at something very great, something of a miracle that we may have not seen in decades. So far so good. Oh, that was a close attack by Leon Star and being cleared out by the Ethiopian defenders. We seem to have a lot of confidence in this match today as we hold on to the ball as much as we can. So we are now on the attack again once more, but miss pass. And Mustafa Bundu lost that. It again defended well by Ethiopia. The ball still in at the Ethiopian 18-yard box, not too far from the 18-yard box. And the way things are going right now, we are putting Ethiopia under serious pressure and they are miscalculating their moves. So far, so good. It's about 9 minutes gone of the first half, and Ethiopia has been under serious attack. Like I said earlier on, the match is on, and we have Mustafa Bundu, the captain, who now plays in Europe somewhere, and he used to be a Premiership player or Division 1 player, but at the moment he has moved on because in team relegated. So basically, we have a couple of star players that are playing in Europe, and we have a couple of home-based players. Of course, we have Jumaba, who is being the center piece of attraction for the national team Leon Star, as we don't see say many clubs them in Europe get interest over him. But for now, he plays in France on loan, and he's a Manchester City player. I don't know what it feels like to be playing for Manchester City, and yes, of course, you go for they among the mindset of players in we who class as world-class players. So it's very much interesting to see Jumaba alongside some of the best of world football. Now we are on the attack again once more. Right inside the... Oh, it's a kick over the bar by the number 7 player. He could have hit the target, but he didn't. But better luck next time. But it shows that we are actually pushing forward to at least get a goal from this match. So far, so good. It's about 10 minutes being played. And Sierra Leone is playing with their all green. Now, I see, yes, now the green one works, and they play with. Then with white bottom. And that was a clear chance. You should have at least hit the target on that one. He tried to go for the second post, where I think be too far away from him. But it was not a bad try at all. Leon Star is on the attack again once more. A long pass by Mustafa Bundu hits the Ethiopian defender, and it comes back out as Ethiopia the counter attack right now. Nicely defended by the midfielder. And Ethiopia is still in possession. Defended well by Jumaba. I might not know all the players by names. Now, Bundu is on the ball right now. Again, a missed pass by Bundu to the right back way. Come back and defend. Sierra Leone is defending very well. They're not losing the ball as much as you expect them to lose the ball, but then they do extremely well so far on the pitch. So thank you very much for watching. If you're watching, please send in your comments, your suggestions, and possibly ask questions, and I might be able to respond to those questions if I can. But so far, so good. Leon Star and Ethiopia is a 0-0, and we've got 11 minutes played, and we just still watch and see what's going to be the outcome of this particular match today, as Ethiopia now is now in possession of the ball. They are knocking it around just in front of their 18-yard box, and yes, Sierra Leone is defending well. And like I said earlier on, Sierra Leone is defending very well. They're not giving Ethiopia any chance to have a couple of knock on the ball at all. They're trying all their best to close them down and make sure, say, they start the defense from the Ethiopian half. Now we are on the attack again once more. The wing back, nice cross. But the number 7 player for Leon Star wasn't able to contact the ball because the goalkeeper was there and made a brilliant save. So Ethiopia is now on the attack again now. The ball is on the halfway line. Possession by Ethiopia. They're wearing their all yellow jersey that looks so nice and beautiful, bright, as they are attacking once more. Missed pass. Still onto the Ethiopian wing back. Is he going to take a shot? Yes, they're knocking it around 1-2. Defended well by Leon Star again. Nicely defended and send it back to the number 11 player who is now attacking for Leon Star. Dribble one, and a foul has been given against Ethiopia. A card is going to be issued. Yes or no? No card. Well, if you're watching out there, you're watching Sierra Gen Media Live, and this commentary is being run by myself. That was a nice dribble by the number 7 player who was tackled on the ground, and a foul is being awarded to Leon Star. So far, so good. Ball possession for Leon Star seems to be very good. And attacking wise, we are attacking well as well. And we are making sure that Ethiopia don't have any chance to hit the target, to hit our target, or by any means necessary, possibly, for me to get free flow of attack. Now we take the free kick. It's now being taken by the defender, and we are now waiting for the referee's whistle, which is gone. A long pass into Mustafa Bundu. No, he wasn't. Still in possession now. Mustafa Bundu is in possession. We're still knocking the ball around. So far, so good. Leon Star is doing very well, and they still have possession. A long pass being blocked by the Ethiopians, and a foul being given against Leon Star for high tackle. Right, if you're watching Sierra Gen Media Live, and you're watching our special edition on sports, as we run commentary today for Leon Star versus Ethiopia. Like I said earlier on, we stand a chance, just a chance, a thin one, because the team that where they lead we right now are not far away in points. So if we win this match, we'll close down the gap and we will go third with 1 point behind the second position team, or the second position country, we win at Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso get 14 points, Guinea-Bissau have 10, and Sierra Leone have 9. So Djibouti is definitely not going to qualify. They have 1 point, and Ethiopia sits with 6 points. So they too should be out after this match, because if we beat them, they will remain to have 6 points, and we will have 12, and we will go one step up, and Burkina Faso will have 14. So the way how the table stands right now, we have a chance of winning this match and securing our position and making it very tight for Burkina Faso. Like I said, Egypt has automatically qualified because they have enough points now to secure their qualification. And that's a bad pass by the defender and cleared out by the Sierra Leone goalkeeper. Foul being awarded against us by pulling. And so far, so good. 16 minutes gone. Like I said earlier on, the match is being played on an empty ground. Well, I say empty ground, not primarily empty, but primarily empty, if you know what that means. From where I am watching, the stand opposite the main pavilion is primarily empty. Only a few people. You can count them. And I don't know what is it like on the other side of the pitch, but I think Sierra Leone had a coach full of supporters that that should be now in Liberia or in Monrovia watching this match. Sierra Leone is just maybe a couple of hours away, and we should be able to take a huge amount of contingents to Monrovia to watch this particular match. So far, so good. We are in full possession, but I don't think we should be complacent in the defense because Ethiopia seems to be very fast in counter-attack. So we'd have to be very mindful. Just within the first minutes of the match, they had a shot that goes off target, and we don't want to give them enough opportunity to be able to do that. But like I said, Jumaba is in full control of the defense, and that was a long pass to number 17 and cleared out by the Ethiopian defender. So far, so we're doing fine. We're not doing bad at all. And that was the under 20 star Mohamed Kamara, the former captain. I don't know whether he's still the captain in it because he should have gone up to a different stage now in his football career. He now plays in America, I think. And now we're still holding on to the ball as we're knocking it around. Everybody is having a feel of the match. Yes, we are attacking. How much of this is going to make a difference? Unlucky. Oh no! Well defended by Ethiopia again once more. We were right in the 18-yard box of the Ethiopian defense, and that was a nice block by the Ethiopian. We brought it all the way back to our half, and then we're starting all over again. That's a very nice play by Leone Star, or miss pass. And now Ethiopia is on the counter. Like I said earlier on, that's a foul being issued. I think that was a very good defense, but the referee awarded a foul in favor of Ethiopia. So far, so good. Leone Star is doing well. And if you're watching live, you're watching Sierra Media, and you're watching today's special edition of Sports, and we're covering the Leone Star. We're covering the Sierra Leone and Ethiopian match, which is the FIFA World Cup qualifier. And we're still on the attack. We're still on the attack, one-on-one. And that's a good save by the Ethiopian goalkeeper. So far, we're doing fine. We're not having any much trouble in our defense, and we're defending well. And we are also attacking well as well. We just need to hit the target to test the goalkeeper's strength and see how best we'll be able to break their defense and possibly secure the goal before the end of the first half. It's 19 minutes gone of the first half, and Leone Star is still doing everything possible to secure a goal within the first quarter of the match, which we've just passed. That's defending well by Jumaba. Nicely defended. And then now we're still holding on the ball in our own half, knocking it around. So far, so good. Leone Star is doing very well. I was expecting many people to be watching this match live from Sierra Leone on the pitch because I was expecting them to be able to travel. Liberia is not too far from Kenema, it's not too far from Bo, it's not too far from Sierra Leone. So basically, we should be able to take so many players or so many supporters to that particular match, to this particular match, because it's very much important that we have support. And Ethiopia is far away from Monrovia, so we were not expecting enough Ethiopian supporters apart from their officials and players. So basically, very much surprised not to see a huge contingent of Sierra Leoneans that are going to watch this match. I know it's in Tranga Salon, it's not going to be easy, but since we current SLFA president hails from Bo Town, which is roughly about 3 hours to Monrovia, I think him for able to mobilize enough of him people and for them can watch this match. I know say they can. Oh, that was a miss kick by Mohamed, and he's claiming foul. No, number 7 up Mohamed. He's claiming foul, but it wasn't a foul at all. It's just a miss kick by him. So if you're watching, thank you very much for watching. And please send in your questions. I will be able to respond to some of them if I can. Otherwise, I will have somewhere I will direct you to. So far, so good. It's 21 minutes gone of the first half. Still goalless on both sides. But Sierra Leone has got more possession. And it seems to be the only team that will have the capacity to score any goal right now. But nevertheless, you don't take things for granted. As we might know, over the years, most of the team, they will get confidence for beat and they can beat we. But it need happen to do, so please, mono go down that with it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. And I know this is a very impromptu time for football to be played. It's 2 o'clock kickoff UK time, and it's 1 o'clock kickoff, I think, in Monrovia. Very early for football, and I think they want to get it done with. I know it's going to be a little bit challenging for other people who possibly are in Monrovia to be able to watch the match because most of them will be at work. For those that can earn and make it possible to be able to watch a live FIFA competition that is taking place on their own turf. So far, I would say thank you for those who have given their time to watch, because I know it is very much challenging for them to be able to do so, especially the ones from the UK. Ones in America maybe might have the opportunity to watch it because they might be just waking up, getting themselves ready to go to work again. That will be challenging. In the UK, it's about lunchtime now, so I would expect some people to be able to watch a little bit of it, because if they are on their lunchtime break, then they'll be able to do so and just sneak around and watch it as quickly as possible as they can. The match might be on Facebook on different channels that we normally have the match being played, but I'm watching it currently right now from the FIFA website. I am a registered member and also a CAF qualified media person, and Sierra Leone Media also have that accreditation for covering live matches that we normally have in the continent. So far, so good. That is the credibility that Sierra Leone Media has gained over the years. We've covered like 3 AFCON now, so we've got a very good record on sports coverage on our portfolio. But as you now know, the match is on one side of the pitch so far. We haven't had any threat attack on our defense, or our goalkeeper seems to be very much relaxed, but I don't want them to be complacent, because you don't know the might of which Ethiopia can change the game as they are now on the attack. They're slowly building it because they don't seem to be confident to attack as much as we do, but they are knocking it around slowly and gaining confidence. We don't want them to gain confidence. I don't know whether Callum wants this game to be defensively strong and build on the counter, but I don't think that's what has happened so far within the first 25 minutes of the match. But Ethiopia has had like 2 or 3 minutes ball possession. We haven't been able to. Now we've managed to defend it well again for the 5, 6, or 7th time. That's a long pass to the number 11 player for Leon Star, and he's now taking on one man. Nice pass to Bundu, I think. What is he going to do with it now? He's going to pass it all the way along to the defender or midfielder, who knocks it around. And that's a wishful pass that goes over. I'm now having a call from Monrovia. Let me see what is happening up there. Hello, Musa. How are you? Yes, Musa, you're live on Sierra Leone Media. How is it going out there?
At least the Ethiopia, they need a chance to make it. Everybody just show their interest, right? Nobody going to such a bullet.
So what's in the supporters stand like? We get beaucoup people and we go watch the game from Sierra Leone.
Yeah, we go from Sierra Leone, go about 1,000 people we come.
But we need to see them who side in there.
And they over the cover stand here, and they
okay.
Yeah, we got so many people that we come.
So what do you think about the game so far? They don't take a first break, and then they take a first break now as we speak. What's in your opinion about the game so far?
I believe say Salon will be victorious with defeat them by 2 goals to 0. Assuredly will be because I see we don't keep all the striker in our bench. The like of Kai Kamara in our bench, the like of the twins in our bench now. I think say we win this game here.
So what's in the structure we Calon use? Because it looked like for say he put most of the strikers in at the bench. What kind of system in they expect for play today? Now, he want rely on the second half or he just decide for change the team?
I believe say he's more of the young one of home based player the way Kai for guys to play for see how best they can do because we've seen you play with the 4-4-2 formation where they play with now. Because at the second half, yes, you can say all the big dogs the way people will can pick up for get the winning. At least the back four they are fixed, no problem to us they do. Everything is going smooth one.
Well, so far so good. I think Sinayon
we don't get on shots right now, we don't miss himself more don't take the shots right now, we don't miss. As you can at the fans at the staff you can.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Musa. Well, I will call you back as time goes on. So thank you very much and update we if anything happen new, we will not know of. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
All right. So that was Musa Jallo. We correspondent. We based right now. We're not based Liberia, but he covered the match from Monrovia as he traveled with the team, and he has been accredited to cover this match. That's a good shot again by Leon Stars, but he went off target. We should be able to hit the target, but like Musa say, sometimes maybe Calon decide for keep the big guns then at the bench, Kai Kamara and the twins and a few more others, and they try for use more or less a huge amount of home-based players for make the team gel in properly. Well, I don't personally have any issue with using home-based players, but in that kind of competition, yeah, so you get to do the best. Again, he is the coach. He knows better. And he possibly know the reason why make you want for use the player the way they use right now. Because he knows say whatever happens within the match right now, he's going to be held responsible. But not in a bad way. But I just believe no more say you know exactly what you do. But so far so good. We still the trail. Well, we're not trailing. It's 29 minutes gone. They don't take the first water break. We normally then can take during the competition there also because of the weather. If the weather is too hot, they've been used to taking how you call them breaks, 15 or 25 minutes breaks so that they can have some cool off period of 1 or 2 minutes and then come back. Mustafa Bundi is on the ball and he's now going to take this free kick just very close to the 18-yard box of the Monrovia defense. Lifted up high. Oh, defended well by Monrovia. Still the ball inside the 18-yard box. Secured by one-on-one. Oh, that was a very strong pass. And the pass came all the way to the 18-yard box. Sierra is still in possession right now. Still looking for one-to-one. Nice one. Jumaba is making full control of the midfield. And we have a throw being awarded to us. I want to say thank you to those watching right now. I can see one that I can see is Efe Bundu, Usman K, and Rak. Lyman Nicole is also watching. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I know this is very much interesting to have a match being played at this time of the day, which is very much not like football. But I would say thank you to you guys once more for watching it. And I know you're listening to my Boku talk, and we Boku talk sometimes, that's what you can do. When it comes to football, we talk a lot. But we can talk about some of the issues that really around Salon football later on. We'll get half time because I think say Mustafa Bondi is driving it on his own. It's a solo drive and just been blocked by the Ethiopian defense. Very unlucky for that. But that was a ambitious drive by Mustafa Bundu. That's a long pass by the Ethiopians, and it goes all the way for a throw to Sierra Leone. Again, like I said, Sierra Leone gets drama in football, and the drama in football in Sierra Leone is one thing that we don't talk about that much, and we sometimes take it lightly, but I think we should take it very seriously, because if we if we look at salon football and we just say we're looking at salon football, who cares? Then things not gonna happen the way how we expect them to happen. But notwithstanding all of that, let's focus on the game so far and see what he will be able to do before this game ends. The goalkeeper is messing around the ball in the Ethiopian defense and was chased down by a Sierra Leonean striker. We force him to make a kick the ball for make we get to throw. So throw now has been awarded to Leon Stars as we still have the match going on. 32 minutes gone of the first half. Mohamed Kalon is anxiously giving instructions on the touchline. Now with Mustafa Bondi log pass to the striker. That was a nice one too. What is he going to do with it? We're still attacking and being blocked by the Ethiopian defense. Ethiopians have been very comfortable in defending, and Leon Star is back in possession. They're knocking it around again to do another intense attack. The flanks are doing well. Both flanks of the Leon Stars are doing well. They're very much composed. They have confidence. They're passing the ball alongside each other, and they're not playing the usual Mohamed Kalon football in his days. Their game is slightly changing from what we usually know as Leon Star, which is more or less like a defensive side of football and rely on the counter. That's Mustafa Bundu! And it goes wide for a goal kick to Ethiopia. Well, they're taking chances, but they should try as much as hard so that they can hit the target and make a difference. So far, so good. We've got a couple of chances, and those chances have not been buried. You might not have them all the time, so when you do get them, you have to make good use of it. So that was a good shot, but it just goes wide away from the goal post for Ethiopia to have a goal kick, which has been taken and being defended well by Sierra Leone. So far, like I said earlier on, we game against Guinea-Bissau was a very good one. We performed very well, especially when we were playing away to Guinea-Bissau. We had the first goal and they equalized after. But I think our performance on that particular match wasn't too bad. Mustafa Bundi is in possession again once more, and he's knocking it around to the flank. Are we going to have a cross into the box? No, defended well by Ethiopia. So far, so good. Ethiopia don't defend very well. They've been able to contain Sierra Leone by making sure that every attack is defended very well. Full blown. It's a full defense, then call them. All man go, all man come. They haven't had any attack so far that will put Sierra Leone into any threats, but they've been doing very well defensively. So far, so good. Leon Star still, the Fates forget the first goal, and it's 35 minutes gone of the first half, and we now have a Leon Star player who is on the pitch, and he requires an immediate medical attention. Now, let's quickly go to the lineup of the Leon Stars national team. I see Kalon very desperate now the box. He anticipates for what he expects for make it be, but I don't know whether that don't be so far. We'll be watching and see what's going to be the outcome of this particular match. So far, we have Alaji Sise, Nagol, Alpha Toure, Nathaniel Jallo, Saliu Tarawali, and Jumaba in defense. We have Saidu Fofana, Mustafa Bundu, Emmanuel Samadia, and John Billy Sise. We also did na the midfield. And then on the attacking side, we have Augustus Cabo and Momo Kamara. We're na the former captain for the under-20. We now being one of the highest goal scorer or leading goal scorers of that particular under-20 AFCON will take place in Egypt. So unfortunately, I didn't attend that tournament, because I wasn't feeling too well. So basically, the people who have on the bench is Mamadou Jallo, Usman Kake, Mohamed B. Sise, Alusain Dumbuya, Mohamed Bilo Kaba, Momo Lapo Dumbuya, Mohamed Kamara, Alassane Koroma, Mohamed Buya Toure, and Kai Kamara, and Musa Kamara. I'm not getting a call again from Musa from Monrovia. Hello, Musa, over to you. Anything?
Like I said,
Oh, yes, we've scored a goal. We've scored the first goal. I was carried away by Momo Kamara. I'll just talk about him right now, Musa. Thank you very much. Right. Yes, we've just scored the first goal, like I said. We get chances. Thank you very much, Musa, for giving us that update. I was watching, but I was going through the team lineup. Thank you very much, Musa. That was just Musa corresponding for us, and we've just scored the first goal in this tournament by the former under-20 captain Momo Kamara. We have just talked about not long ago, and it was a nice pass on the flank and a very nice tap. The usual thing where you always don't do, but like I say, we are right in form right now. Like I say, yeah, Musa said earlier on, we get well over 1,000 fans them on the stand. But yes, I can see them now as I'm watching because the camera has been focused on the victorious Sierra Leoneans on the stand watching from far. So far, so good. We are leading by 1-0, and definitely we can see how much the game go turn around. Like Musa say, we go win this game by 2-0, and I want to see whether in prediction go come to pass. At the moment, we are now attacking hard, and we still have the ball on the flank again once more. And we did not come around with confidence. Long pass goes to another pass again, cross into the 18-yard box, but Momo sleep. If for the arms able for get any contact with that ball at all. Right, so far so good. Sierra Leone is leading by 1-0 and scored at the 34th minute of the match by Momo Kamara, we now the former captain for the under-20. The man of the match for almost all the under-20 tournaments match with Sierra Leone go participate for Egypt, and he was one of the highest goal scorers of that particular tournament, and I think he then registered in first international goal for the call up to the big side. So Ethiopia is now on the attack once more, and they now have possession for well over 30 seconds to a minute. And they're now on the right flank. Are they going to make a cross into the 18-yard box of the Sierra Leone national team? Is it going to be defended well, and a shot over the bar, well over the bar of the Sierra Leone goal post? So far, so good. Sierra Leone is leading by 1-0, and we are about to see history in the making. As of now, the way things stand, the table may have changed slightly, because when you look at the table right now, it will be Sierra Leone will now go into third position, but since the match is still playing, much changes is not going to be made. So far, we've lost one game, and we have won two, and we are going to win the third one, I think, supposedly. And when you look at Burkina Faso, who is on second position, have won 3 games, lost 1, and draw 1. So far, they're attacking us, and that's a good save by the goalkeeper. A very comfortable one, too. So Sierra Leone is on the attack again once more, and we attack, and we attack aggressively, because we really think this game should be ours, and we need to take any chances at all. So we're now leading by 1-0. 41 minutes of the first half been played, only 4 more minutes left for halftime. And we don't know what's in the team talk will be like halftime. so far, we'll wait and see what in Leon Star will do within the next 4 minutes for in the first half of the match. That was a long pass and miss by the Sierra Leone striker who is on the flank. So far, so good. Leon Star don't do very well. They don't secure a goal on this match, and they possibly have some more opportunities to secure more goals, because we get roughly about 4 strikers more on the bench. And I feel say if Calon decide for bring all 4 of those strikers, we likely will have a goal, because those are very much aggressive strikers in their own way. That's a nice defend by Sierra Leone defender, and we are now taking the Ethiopians on by Mustafa Bundu, who is all the way down. He's on half of the pitch, and that goes to Jumaba, who is so relaxed, very professional in his game, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He's one of the most renowned Sierra Leonean player at the moment on records, and we're looking forward to seeing him wearing the Man City jersey very soon. Very soon. He's on loan in France, and I think his performance in France has been great as well. So far, so good. We don't have to pussyfoot around. We have to be very much confident about this match and make sure we secure ourselves the 3 point that is highly needed for us to rise 1 step on the table and 1 point behind the second position. If we are able to do that today, it means our chances are still high to qualify for the World Cup. Interesting. Like I said earlier on, another former international took us to AFCON, and we were hoping for another international to take us to the World Cup, even though he took up the task halfway into the competition, but you never know what will happen. We're now in attack again. Leone Star is slowly attacking, passing it around. Oh, it's blocked, nicely saved by Ethiopia. Our correspondent in Liberia is sending us pictures constantly as the match is still playing, and we are now going to, I'm going to watch those pictures and see how best to use them later on after the match. Thank you very much, Musa, for sending those pictures, and I think you have all the lineups and all the other game possessions, all the match statistics on pictures. So I will say thank you to you for that. And as things unfold right now, we have a corner that we are waiting for, and when that corner kick comes, it's been saved by Ethiopia. We still have possession, and the corner, that's a nice 1-2 by Leone Star. Another 1-2, but blocked by Ethiopian defense. And now Ethiopia is on the counter attack. What are they going to do with this? Hope nothing comes out of it. Blocked by Sierra Leonean defender. Thank you very much, and well done to that. We're doing very well 1-on-1. That's a nice pass again to Momo. Is he going to make it 2? Oh no, it's good save by the goalkeeper, and it goes well over the bar. That's a nice save. Yes, Musa, over to you once more.
See, now we're going to get additional time now, 2 minutes additional time now for the second half now.
All right. So what's in the outcome of the supporters and so far when the goal came? I see everybody they jump around.
They're very, very joyful, yeah, so it's fearful for see.
All right, so we'll go call you after time, make you give you some opinion of some of the supporters they really did, and make them tell you how they feel about the match so far and how they feel about going all the way to Monrovia to support the national team.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay, that's Musa Jallo right in Monrovia on pitch side. He's been accredited to cover the matches as well. So as you all know, Sierra Leone Media, we try to do the extraordinary things that not everybody do all the time. So basically what we do, if we have local matches within the sub-region, that's a nice cross, goes right across the 18-yard box, poorly defended by Sierra Leone, but be able to possess the ball again by one of the Sierra Leone players. So basically we're now attacking, and we are slowly making our way. We have 2 more minutes extra time to be played in the first half. And like I say, we call Musa Jallo in Monrovia on pitch side, understands for make it tell we what's in exactly now the outcome of the goal and some views about the supporters, then we go support Leone Star. So we should try as much as possible to withhold this 1-goal lead, because we don't want to take chances at all. Samadia has done well as well, although it's very challenging for him so far. He don't try. He don't try. That was a nice try. Although it's the target, but I think his slip will small. He get a slight twist before he hits the ball and he goes off target. Well, not too bad for stats. And I believe say the 2 minutes of the extra time is finished. And we don't now go to the halftime of the first half of the match, and Leon Star is leading by 1-0. So I go come talk to Musa in the next 2 minutes and ask him what's his opinion about the game so far, and make it tell we what's in he think about the match. I see the Ethiopian player and they argue with the referee whether the time not due or the time not enough or the time enough. Not too sure. But let's see what happens right now as Leon Star they lead by 1-0 and we don't go into halftime and we're having a halftime break. So halftime break team talk. We don't know whether Kalonde go make a couple of changes for the second half. We're not too sure. If Kalon make changes for the second half, then we don't know who is coming on or who is going out. But so far, so good. He gets well over 3 or 4 prolific strikers then waiting at the bench right now where he can use for any kind of change where he go make coming to the second half of the match. Well, like all Musa, make us see what's in the go can see to we about the match so far. But like I said earlier on, Salon football is full of controversy. Full of many controversies anyway, as we see over the past couple of months. Then we get the SLFA presidential election. We see what's in the outcome of the SLFA presidential election. The former president of SLFA, Winner Daddy Brahma, not able for contest for the election because they say he not qualify for some misappropriation of funds or malpractice or something that made him not to qualify for the race. So basically they had 2 or 3 more candidates will come into the race, and we see the likes of Amina Sawe also can join the race, and we see the likes of Babadi Kamara we also can join the race. We to the expectation of many, it was not like a big surprise. He was a former team manager of Leon Star, where Leon Star qualified for go play the AFCON at Cameroon, and we see what's in Idude. And after that particular tournament, on the return of the national team, he decided not to be part of it no more. I don't know the reason behind it, but he was not part of the national team. I think he resigned or he ceased to be the team manager for the Leon Stars. So basically, what's happen now next? We get very different team managers, then we can take that position. We know, well, I'm not gonna say they not perform well, but we not see much of what they do. More or less, so far, the home-based team manager and they do almost all the work with the national team manager for the do, because a couple of times he was responsible for making sure that the team travels and travel with what they need, and some of the things they may need were provided mainly from that particular team manager. They understand see the other team manager will not be the official team manager while also working at the NRA, and I don't know how on earth he go able for perform them duties than they with the kind of task where he already gets. But like over the years, the SLFA don't change a lot of executive them in senior positions. Them we don't see director of sports change. Now we get technical director of sports or technical director of development or youth development or grassroots football. So a lot has changed. But within that period of time, with that Ibrahim have been there as the president, well, to me, I think I have my opinion based on the fact that he may haven't done great, but for the fact say he able for left some elements of legacy. That elements of legacy they now the AstroTurf pitch then we able for make sure say some clubs then get na salon. We not to 1, not to 2, not to 3. Even if na FIFA funding, yes, we agree on FIFA funding, but at least it do something. Although he's been accused of a lot of embezzlement of FIFA funds and XYZZZ, but in Sierra Leone, who are they in that position of trust away, not the embezzle fund? And nobody asks them questions. Only after they want to use things them against them, that's when they bring all those issues. So basically, I agree with the fact, say yes, it is a crime to embezzle public fund. If it is not meant for you, you should not spend it. But also, um, he did something. I'm not condoning the fact that you don't embezzle funds that we're not supposed for. But at the same time, I am not condoning the fact that he did X, Y, Z, so that means he should get away with it. No. The fact of the matter is he committed a crime by not using the money wisely. And also, what he did with some of the money, I think, will leave a legacy for him. It will leave two legacies for him. One, that the legacy say he embezzles millions of dollars being given to the Sierra Leone Football Federation for support football. But at the same time, some of that millions of dollars they way he embezzle, he able for put some in place where then be able for do then actual tough then they. Whether the money now from wherever it comes from, as long as you're able for execute that. Because we know say over the past couple of years, this then same money also FIFA be done they give, but nothing not be happen. Then nobody do nothing with time, nobody switching them they do time, nobody switch the money to go, but FIFA be the issue them money then they. And in your own reign of office, I think the league have played consistently. We don't get the SLFA Premier League, we don't play for well over how many years now? We don't get that kind of break if it is not a commercial break or maybe a FIFA break or maybe the season done. We don't get constant football, we don't play 2 hours in time. And we don't see the improvement of female football doing in time as well. So he gets a lot for getting credit for. Although you know they give him credit for the bad management of some of the things that will happen, but you will still give him credit for the good things that he did. So I'm not gonna just rule everything out on him, say he was not a successful president of SLFA. I will say yes, he has his own issue, but at the same time, I will give him that plus for say it's right for make sure say the SLFA gain enough momentum worldwide when it comes to Sierra Leone football. Because in doing in rain, SLFA qualify not for the first time, but I think yeah, for the first time for qualify for the under-20 AFCON. We take place in Egypt. And we all see the performance of the boys then we go represent Sierra Leone at that tournament day. They did not qualify for the quarterfinals or semifinal, but they did extremely well. And they could have qualified if we not be not get the disruptive administrative people that we go for go disrupt the camp. Because that is what I think happened on that day. You get people that we turn up at the camp we were not supposed to be there. Not when the boys have done extremely well. Now when they bring a bunch of executives then for can do what for can do what to me, that was a huge amount of distraction for the boys then because these are young boys and they don't want to be carried away by huge amount of support we no make sense at that particular point in time. Yes, you know, we'll call them morale boosting, but wait when they go final. If they go final now for can with the one whole contingent of the national team executive, then that's fine. But not to win, then still not make them way to the final yet. Then they try to make them way to the final. They will not bring a bunch of people in way they can't distract them. Now the town already for can pay them millions of leons will not be make sense at all. So it was very much questionable at that particular point in time. Because what you will see that the fact say we have lots of people who turn up but not supposed to be there in the first place. Because the outcome of them coming to that particular match was totally irrelevant. Because we don't qualify, yes, but we don't complete the qualification race. Yes, Musa, over to you.
Yeah.
So what's in the situation like now? This now half time. How many people are there? What's in the atmosphere at Tanlek?
Like as I said, we just want to make call, video call, but like we don't be able to get the people and they every side on the come full up now, the cover stamp all they full up now. Yeah, we'll get people ready.
All right, so you get anybody who will go talk to within at the Stanley Camp support?
Boys. Yes, I get one person now. We can talk. We come up from Freetown. Yes, boss man, you can talk to boss man.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
How are you, sir? So who's you come on for watch this game in Liberia?
Come all the way from Freetown, come all the way Monrovia for watch this wonderful encounter.
Okay, so what's your experience so far?
The experience so far is the atmosphere great and youth turnout, thousands of Sierra Leoneans make the journey to Monrovia, where we don't ever see it in the history of football. We see so much of Sierra Leoneans back now. Liberia join the Leon Stars team for Kaya, the Leon Stars team for getting much needed winning where the national team wants to be.
So this is not your first time for can watch Salon outside Sierra Leone?
No. I don't watch Leon Star game there so many times outside Sierra Leone.
Okay. So what's your prediction for the match? I know say right now they 1-0 up.
I predict 3-0 to Sierra Leone because the Leon Star they play very enterprising and very attacking wise. And the match will be done go 2-0 where we see Augustus hits the crossbar. We'll see Leon Star for score more goals.
All right, thank you very much. I will talk to you back later as time goes on.
Yeah, but still, yeah, now you get to Mr. Prince, the ambassador of Liberia, Prince Scott. Yeah.
Prince Scott. Prince Scott, welcome to Sierra Media Live.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure always to be with you guys.
So, what is it like in Liberia? I know they're saying that the ambassador to Liberia for Salon right now.
It's like
we just lost Prince. We'll try for call them back again and see if we're able to connect them once more. Hello.
Everyday practice. Like once you have your team that match just your formation, like it's something like 1 month, 2 months. We've been practicing, and now we have what we want at the early stage to get the first goal, first half. So getting the first goal, first half mean like you guys are okay. We understand the system, and I'm happy that we're leading.
So you feel the system that Kalon is using right now is working?
What to make Chileans proud, We want them to have first to believe in our home-based players. It's a mixture, it's a blend of both foreign-based and home-based players. So, like you see the team today, it's like mostly of players that just left Sierra Leone from some like 2-3 years ago. So now we are playing and they're representing Sierra Leone. We are happy they are leading. Thank you.
So what will be your prediction of the match? 3.
Hello?
Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
So what will be your prediction for the match?
Yes. Okay. I've been in Liberia for 8 years now, and I've been doing almost all the pre-works in terms of preparation for the FA here in Liberia. So I'm working with MTN here in Liberia. So whenever there's a game in Sierra Leone, my work is to soften the ground for the national teams to come and make everything easy for them to get a better match.
So you're like an agent for the national team in Monrovia?
I'm like a contract person, not like an agent.
Okay.
When you say agent, it's like I have a contract. I don't have a contract because I'm here. I'm a Sierra Leonean. And then the person who is the coaching national team is my boss, Mohamed Kalon. So I have to do everything possible to make Sierra Leone very comfortable in Liberia before the team arrives.
So when are you going back to Sierra Leone? Why do you've lived in Liberia for 9 years now? When are you going back home?
I'm going back. I normally go back home 7 days in every month.
Okay.
7 days in every month. Because I'm working here. I'm working with MCM,
okay,
telecommunication company in Liberia.
Okay. So what do you think about the national team so far? I know you've followed the national team for well over 20 years plus. What do you think about the status of the team right now? What's your opinion?
It's now we are seeing the Sierra Leone style of play and the Sierra Leone way of playing. We have to have confidence in our own homegrown players. And this is what we are seeing now. Because at times, local clubs don't allow players to come to play for national team based on their pre-season calendar. But if we have a solid home-based team that can represent Sierra Leone, they can put on the ground and represent Sierra Leone at any time. Now we are seeing this. At first, Sierra Leone always used to come from behind to score. But now in 2 matches, we are scoring just before. Our last home game, we scored 3 goals. It's a progress. We are not yet there, but it's a progress. We are seeing something new in Sierra Leone football and with the national team this time under Mohamed Kalon.
So do you think we'll be able to qualify for the World Cup?
We are not going to qualify as a first spot owner. We are aiming at the second spot where we can play in the playoff. If God made everything possible for us to play the playoff, it's good for us. But our target now is for the playoff, not for the A spot.
Okay. All right. It's good that you're giving me your honest opinion. The match is about to start again for the second half. But thank you very much, Prince. Since you're around, I will come back to you from time to time and have your view about the match.
I'm willing and ready at all times.
Thank you very much.
Okay, boss.
All right. Okay, that was Prince Scott, and Prince Scott now one of the founding member of Sierra Leone Media in Sierra Leone. And I feel say I remember when we took Sierra Leone Media to Sierra Leone, Prince Scott was alongside me whilst we were looking for the formation of the name and everything else that covers Sierra Leone Media in Sierra Leone. But now, like you say, Prince did now in Liberia. I don't live there for the past 9 years, and he's working for a telecommunications company. But he's been the contact person for Leone Star to make things easy for them when they travel over to have their own home matches that is currently being played in Monrovia. So that was Prince Scott's, and that was connected by Musa Jallo. We're now with correspondents right now. We go all the way from Sierra Leone to Liberia for cover this match. So we'll come back to Musa later on, and we will forget the press conference after the match as well. And so if you're there, please be patient with us as we bring you the press conference immediately after the match. We might have a couple of interviews, but we will take you to the press conference immediately after the match, and we will see how best we can able to get with viewers them for me and watch the press conference. We will happen inside the Moravian football pitch. So basically, we start the second half, and when the second half starts, we go straight to the commentary again. And thank you very much for watching. If you're there, please don't forget to send in your comments and suggestions for the match, and tell us what you want to hear or tell us what you want to see. But unfortunately, we won't be able to show you the match because the match is being played live, and we don't have copyrights to show the match on our channel, but we will tell you where to go and watch it. It might be on Facebook, on various different channels, or YouTube. Or if you go to YouTube, yes, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube, I think, and you'll be able to watch it on various other platforms that you have online. So Ethiopia are making a change. They have a replacement of number 20 that has just been introduced into the second half of the match, and they are making a second change. I think the number 13 player is also coming on for Ethiopia. So Ethiopia has made 2 changes. It means that they really mean business for this match, and they are not taking anything for granted. So as much as they're not taking anything for granted, that is as much as they think they should make a difference in this particular match. So far, so good. You're watching Sierra Leone Media live on YouTube and Facebook, and you're watching the Sierra Leone versus Ethiopia World Cup qualifier within the African zone. So, like I said, Sierra Leone is in 3rd position now as it stands. As it stands, we should be in 2nd position now, because if this match end up to be a winner for us, it means we've won 3 games. So far, we've won 2 games, we've lost 1, and we drew 1. And for the leading country, Egypt, they've only draw 1 game, and that match was against Leone Star, I think. And so far, so good. Leone Star is on the attack again once more. They are now playing from the right to the left, and they've made no changes so far, and they're sticking on to the amount of players that they have used in the first half of the match as the match continues. So if you're watching out there, thank you very much, and don't forget to send in your comments and questions for us so I'll be able to answer them if we do, and we can answer the ones that we can, and we can leave the ones for the pros who are watching to watch the others. So like I said, Ethiopia has made 2 changes. Mohamed and Asrat has entered the pitch, and they've been replaced by 2 other substitutes, and it's a one-on-one attack cleared by the Ethiopian defense. And there is a tussle on the ball right now. We have a Sierra Leonean attacking one, defended well by Ethiopia. So as we now go into the second half, I want to say thank you for those who are watching on Facebook and YouTube. I know you're not able to watch the match, but you can still watch it online on various different other platforms. We, CRJ Media, we need a hijack. If we don't have copyrights, we don't break the rules. We maintain the structure of the rules because we've been accredited to do things we should not be seen committing crimes that we should not commit. So if we don't have copyrights to showcase anything, we will not showcase that particular element of anything. We will just focus on what we do. As we have Samadia now on the ball, one-on-one, is a foul being given to him? It's a foul? No. Referee says player, no foul being awarded. He sees it like it's a missed match, and he's not going to award any foul in favor of Sierra Leone. Ethiopia now is in possession once more. They're knocking it around. Not very confident, but confidence. They've made 2 changes. Will those changes make any difference to the team? We don't know yet. Sierra Leone hasn't made much changes. So Ethiopia has made another change. So they've made 3 changes already. So they've introduced 3 more players on the pitch, while Sierra Leone haven't made any changes so far. Are we going to make any change? I'm not sure, but maybe yes. But we are leading by 1-0, and we are very confident with the ball right now as we are in full possession. The game is under our control, and we are kind of a little bit complacent with the match at the moment because we are losing the ball for no specific reason. So far so good. Leone Star is leading by 1-0, and we are still watching, and we are watching very closely to see what is going to be the outcome of this match, as Leone Star is pushing hard to secure the 3 points that they need. But like Prince Scott say, we're not looking for the top spot anymore because Egypt has gone way too far on top of the league or top of the table, and we might qualify within the runner-up stages, and we might play a knockout for us to be able to qualify in that particular zone. So that was an offside position for Ethiopia, and it was awarded to Sierra Leone, and the flag was up. So far, so good. It's 1-0, and Leone Star is leading against Ethiopia, and the match is being played in Monrovia. Like Musa said, there are lots of Sierra Leoneans that will go for go watch this match. Possibly 1,000, as you say. Well, I was saying earlier on, say we not see better Sierra Leone and we don't go for watch this match. But maybe I got it wrong. As Samadia now on a 1-to-1 attack, and that's a very dangerous slide tackle. That's a very dangerous slide tackle. And Samadia is on the floor. Why is the referee coming towards him? Is he going to award a foul, or is he going to leave it like that and then just award a throw to the Leone Stars? Well, so far we still the attack. Very early match for football, because sometimes football matches are played at 4-5 in Africa, but this one right in the middle of the day, which is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock UK time, and first half done. We now don't go into the second half. We just don't start about 5 minutes ago, and we get confidence with the ball, and we did knock the ball around conveniently, and we did make sure say we do the best we can for maintain the score line as it is. As we now attacking once more, we push it onto the flank. We're going to have a cross into the 18-yard box, and the goalkeeper make a brilliant save. So far so good. We are leading by 1-0, and we will see exactly how best Leone Star will maintain the goal line and possibly add more to the goals. So as we all know, Leone Star not ever qualify it for World Cup, but I think This will be the first time if we manage to secure a win and we qualify for the runner-up stages, we'll go for going to a knockout stage as well. So far, Leon started to do very well. We did defend well, and we did attack well as well. We've got a lot of ball possession, but that can only count if we can secure more goals on this particular match. So far, so good with the attack once more, and we lost the ball at the side of the 18-yard box of Ethiopia, and we are now defending again. We still have ball possession, which we don't be in full control of so far since the game starts. Now we get Samadia again, Usai, then push him off the ball, so enable for maintain the ball as we want for attack for secure the second goal of the second half. So far, so good. I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to all those watching online. And I know say, if we not get any comments or suggestion, please do say it. We'll be able for read on our questions them. We'll be able for highlight some of the concerns that you guys have. But they said earlier on about Sierra Leone football, we don't change in the amount of challenges than they were faced with over the past couple of years since we get the likes of Daddy Brima as the SLFA president. I haven't worked with Daddy Brima, or Sierra Leone Media haven't worked with Daddy Brima directly when it comes to Sierra Leone football. The only time we don't support the SLFA, now we're on the attack one-on-one, we've lost it, and Ethiopia don't defend very well in the past 5 minutes of the second half, and now they're in possession of the ball again once more, and then they slowly knock them around for see how much momentum they will gain for possibly get an equalizer, which is practically impossible right now as we speak. So like I said earlier on, Leon Star is doing extremely well, and with its guy for push the game to Ethiopia and make sure say we'll not give them one opportunity for get ball possession or make them able for attack and become comfortable on the pitch. We're playing at home. We still get a huge amount of sub waiting at the bench. We go ready for coming and make a huge change in this particular match so far, but we yet to see any introduction of new players as we get Samadia. No, we get a winger with a chase on the flank, but lost the ball to Ethiopia. Well, Leonsta don't do well so far, and we have many people who are watching right now. When I go on your support, when I send on a thumbs up, and then when I give a bravo signs and love sign for the national team as we lead by 1-0 right now. Like Prince Scott, they say this Leon Star is slightly different from the other Leon Stars because this one they use a lot of home-based players. Then we, I feel say, don't do very well with the team on a one-to-one. As a missed shot by Ethiopia and collected by foot with the Sierra Leone goalkeeper, Mr. Cisse, I think. Yeah. We get Sierra Leone player, we don't go on the floor. Don't touch the deck. I don't know whether it's twisting ankle or something don't go wrong. But that was a chance for Ethiopia. They could have buried it and secured an equalizer. But it was a bad shot by the Ethiopian striker. But we'll say thank you to them anyway for we missed that shot there, because at the end of the day, it could have been a bad period of time for us. So far, so good. Leon started lead by 1-0, and the goal scorer, Momo Kamara, we scored the goal on the 38 minutes of the first half, and we now don't go into the second half of the match, and we yet to see no changes from the Leon Star, and Ethiopia don't make 3 changes so far, and we still haven't made any change yet. We still have some huge amount of contingency of players on the bench As Ethiopia, the attack, oh, he missed it. And he pushed the ball too fast. So he lost control of the ball. Whilst he also, for gone, possibly look for a chance for the referee for game a penalty. But the referee not give no attention to that. So far, so good. Leon don't defend well as attack. And we get the likes of few more players that are on the bench. Pardon me. That will make a huge difference to this particular match. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to call some of my colleagues. Then we can always do live commentary online. But I get Musa with the Monrovia right now, where they watch the match live. And at the same time, they give me one or two people that they talk to. We possibly don't follow Sierra Leone media, or we did it as supporters of the Sierra Leone national team. We're now attacking again on the 1-2-1. We've lost it again. We've lost it twice, just in front of the Ethiopian 18-yard box, and Ethiopia is now in control of the ball as they're passing it alongside each player, and they've been managing to build up their attack very closely together, but they're not been able to break the Sierra Leone defense at all. So far so good. Leon started doing very well, and we get people that they watch online. I will still access sending your comments, your suggestion, and anything that you might want to ask us. Please do. As we get to Juma Bai in defense, and the goalkeeper is taking a long kick out of the 18-yard box into the head of a Sierra Leone player, but knocks it back again on the pitch, and Ethiopia is now in control once more. A nicely defended Ethiopia. The attack, they seems to be attacking a bit more than they do in the first half. As of now, they have nothing to lose. They have to give their all and try the best they can for maybe secure a goal. They might not have any more chance to qualify on this stage, but they might be playing for pride now. So far, Leon Star the lead by 1-0, and Ethiopia is trailing hard, and they haven't been able to create much impact on this particular match. As Samadia, they go back again once more for the third time, and the goalkeeper is off his goal line. That's a nice cross by Samadia and cleared out by the Ethiopian defense. Still in possession, and Samadia is coming again once more to defend that ball, and they lost it to Ethiopia, who is calmly holding on to the ball. Back to the goalkeeper, and a long kick on the sideline. Ethiopia is still in control of the ball. Knocking around to the midfield once more. They're going to push it a bit more. They're still in control of the ball in their own half. Now in the center half of the pitch. They're still knocking it around. They have built more confidence in holding on to the ball, but they lost it to Leon Star again once more. And Leon Star is now in possession. They're knocking it around one after the other, having the feel of the game, which is quite good. Right, so let's go back to the discussion what we against earlier one. Like I said, the SLFA has been challenged over the past couple of years in terms of participation, in terms of how the FIFA money that they give every nation is being spent by the SLFA. That's a long pass to Samadia, who is in control, and he's now going to do a one-on-one with Samadia, one-on-one, and he lost it again for the third or fourth time. No support. He now looks like a lone striker there, and he's not getting enough support at all from the national team. He's doing very well. He's holding on to possession, and Ethiopia is now in possession again once more. Ethiopia does not seem to be threatening the Sierra Leonean defense that much, but they still have the confidence to knock the ball around as much as they can. So far so good. If you're watching, they've just lost it, and nicely defended by Sierra Leone. And they're now on the attack again once more. Sierra Leone is in possession, just gone past the halfway line, pass it on to Samadia. He's knock it again round to the wing back who's going to make a cross and nicely saved by the goalkeeper as Sierra Leone is still in possession with Samadia that comes all the way across from the 7th flank to the 11th flank and lost it to Ethiopia, and a throw has been awarded to the Leone Stars. So far so good. Leone Stars is doing well. They're doing extremely well in this match, and they're defending well as much as they are attacking. They are making sure that their defense is holding on to the match. They're now attacking again once more. The number 11 flank has been very busy. I don't know what the Ethiopian defenders are going to do about this, but they've been very much engaged in defending from the right-hand side of their own defense, while Sierra Leone has been attacking a lot more on the left flank. So a corner has been awarded to Sierra Leone. This is possibly the third corner of the match being awarded to Sierra Leone. And it's going to be taking. Yes, Sierra Leone is now making a change. They're making 2 changes so far. And those two changes is going to go for 2 players that they're taking out. So far, so good. Sierra Leone is making their first change. One of the twins are coming on. And also another youngster who wears number 4 jersey is on as well for the Leone Stars. So Mustafa Bundu is being substituted, and Augustus Cabo, Alassane Kroma, and Mohamed Kamara has been introduced into the match. So basically, we've made 2 changes. We've not seen the lights of Kai Kamara yet. So one of the twins are in, and he missed a header, and the goalkeeper made a brilliant save. Not a difficult one, but a brilliant one. So we've now introduced 2 strikers on the pitch for Leone Stars, one of which is going to sit as a midfielder, and then the other is going to be a striker. So those 2 changes, are they going to make any much of a difference on the pitch? We will find out soon. So like I said, Leone Star has had a lot of challenges over the past couple of years in terms of management and in terms of putting things together that will come and help the progress of the national team. But what we've seen so far is challenges upon challenges. Arguments, infighting, and so many other things has been happening within the national team. As we have an Ethiopian player on the pitch, lying down in the 18-yard box of the Sierra Leone national team, and a good save by the Sierra Leone goalkeeper. Are we going to wait or attend to the player that is on the floor right now, seeking attention from the pitch doctors? Now, here they come. I'm going to take a quick recreational break, and I will come back and join the commentary as I'm dying for a cup of coffee right now. So please bear with me whilst I make a quick break, as I didn't take one for the halftime. So just give me like a minute and I will be back shortly. In the meantime, I will leave you with a commentary that is running on the FIFA Live World Cup platform.
This is from Qatar, incidentally. Alassane Karama with the Shahania side. New captain is Samadia for Sierra Leone, and his team lead 1-0. Momo Kamara goal. Taken off Mustafa Bundu, who's certainly impressive, wasn't he, in that first half, and Carbo, who worked well with Kamara. Let's see if that's going to make a difference. Momo Kamara, excuse me. Offside that time. Who's going to be be giving the support to Momo Kamara's question. Lips of the Sierra Leone supporters. Number 4, Mohamed Kamara, supporting his namesake. Another offside, this time against Ethiopia. So Momo Kamara maybe a little bit more centrally now, and Mohamed Kamara just behind him. Let's run through some of the other groups. Pause in play with the DR Congo dominating Group B. Just ahead of Senegal, a real battle between those two as Sierra Leone come again. It was knocked on by Mohamed Kamara. Bereket Desta. Down goes Kenyan Markna. Kenyan Markna. The back flick is a good one. Markna looking to get it back from Cherna Besha. Can't. So DR Congo, Senegal in Group B. South Africa are really well positioned as the long shot goes over the bar from Ethiopia. South Africa currently 5 points clear of Benin, and Nigeria, the West Africa powerhouses, still only 10 points from 7 games. They've got a lot of work to do. Group D, Cape Verde, maybe the surprise of this qualifying campaign, still above Cameroon. Libya certainly not out of it yet, and in Group E, Morocco completely dominated. 7 wins from 7, they've been brilliant. And Tanzania likely to be seconds. Comes Sierra Leone, there's 3 in the box, it's 3 against 3. Is this going to be the second with Samadia? Samadia! Off the line! Well, the fans thought it might just fall into the net under the bar, but it was good defensive work. Samadia with a lot of space in the box, swept one way or the other. It was a good save from Nora, and just off the line. Well, really close. Ethiopia hanging on to a 1-0 deficit, hanging on to a chance. But they have a corner to deal with here. Samuel Kandando Stadium. It's going to be another change maybe for Mohamed Kalon's side. Momo Kamara is off, so he put in a very good shift, doesn't he? 2 forwards are indeed off.
Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back once more. Welcome back. I'm here again once more. And I just took a quick break to make myself a cup of coffee. And I know for sure it's 70 minutes gone of the second half, 20 minutes or 25 minutes gone of the second half. And Sierra Leone is still leading by 1-0. And we had another change. I think Mustafa Abuya Kamara is coming on. And we have substituted Momo Toure, the goal scorer. And we are now putting on one of the best attacks so far in this tournament or this particular match today. We have a couple of strikers who are on the pitch right now. And Buya have managed to succeed to be the national team, even though he's got so many challenges over the past couple of years as he's been going through a lot personally. And at the same time, he's been out of... what? That's a miss. That's a close miss by the number 4 player. No, by one of the twins, number 4. That was a close miss by the twins. Unlucky for him, unlucky. But that was a golden opportunity that he could have buried. Unfortunately, he didn't, and we're still leading by 1-0. But that was a definite possible chances. So we're now having a cool-off break for the second time. And the cool-off break is going to be interesting because we've now introduced 3 players on the pitch, and we see what's going to be the outcome of those 3 players. But that was a possible chance by one of the twins. Unfortunately, he did not hit the target. Just after that, we have a cool-off break. So like I said earlier on, the team is doing very well on paper. I don't think we have anything much to worry about on this particular match. And for the tournament so far, the World Cup qualifier hasn't been great, but it hasn't been difficult either. And since Mohamed Kalon took over, we've seen the difference in the way the team is playing right now. And we don't realize, most of the formation of the team is not as bad as it used to be. I'm not saying what used to be before was bad, but at the same time, there's been huge amounts of changes in the way how the football on they play na Salon. We don't see the introduction of many home-based players by Mohamed Kalon himself, and we don't see, most of the home-based players the way they introduce have been doing extremely well in home football, and at the same time, then you do well back as well when they introduce them for play for the national team. So far, so good. You can't complain. You can't fault him for what he's doing. Because if he wasn't doing good, then the team would on the struggle. But so far, so good. The team, they do very well on the pitch. And the team seems to be in one mindset wherein they all support each other on and off the pitch as well. So far, the cut-off break done. And the match continues as they go into 73 minutes of total game being played, including the first half, and second half don't start, and we still Ethiopia still the trail by 1-0, and Salon don't substitute the goal scorer for Mohamed Buya Toure. So Mustafa Bondo, the captain, has been substituted for one of the twins and another striker, and now Ethiopia the attack, and he goes straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, who has been on holiday for the entire period of this match. So far, so good. We haven't seen any kind of direct shots on targets that will create any concern to the Leon Stars. But we will watch and hope, we not get any kind of disappointment towards the end of the second half. And as we see, Sierra Leone is very much confident with the ball. They did not come around, and they do the best they can, and they make sure, they maintain the possession where they don't get over the past couple of minutes, and they do very well for attack and for defend. So we don't see they don't introduce 3 players. Let's see what changes these 3 players are going to make for the national team, and see what's in Nadigizo make Kalon introduce them now. But SLFA over the years don't go through a lot, and that lot they don't go through. Now make we possibly do so for the good and bad. And the good is, oh, that's a nice chase by the civilians still in possession, and this now dangerous play by Ethiopia, and that's a foul been given right at the edge of the 18-yard box, and a card is also going to be issued. No card. Okay, this referee very nice. They give card at all, as much as you'd expect for like give card to players them, but it omits the card we give player them. So basically, if you may give card him, for don't necessarily give one red card right now, but he's been very much reserved with issuing cards to players. Very nice referee, because they don't do some couple of tackles the way some of them are malicious tackles. And not tolerated in the Premiership, and I don't know why. African football is different. In African football, if you're not strong enough, you won't be able to play. So Mohamed Buya is going to take this free kick, and Ethiopia don't make another change. And Buya is going to take the free kick now, just on the edge of the 18-yard box on the right-hand side, if you're watching from the other end of the pitch. Oh my God, he hits the crossbar. Unlucky for Mustafa Buya. That was a close chance, but it hits the crossbar and goes out for a goal kick. That was very close, very, very close. At least he hits the targets. That was very good. And if he have a couple of more chances like that, he might be able to bury one or two of it. So hopefully we'll have some couple of more free kicks, as we only have about 15 more minutes, or 15 more minutes to play to end this match, and Sierra Leone is still leading by 1-0 against Ethiopia, who sits at the second bottom from the of the table for the World Cup qualifier, and Egypt is on top. Guinea-Bissau Burkina Faso is on the second position and Guinea-Bissau third. And Sierra Leone will find itself on the fourth end of the table, just above Ethiopia and Djibouti. And when this tournament starts, we will see the table being drawn. The only country that we thought was a threat to us was Egypt. And we don't do very well with Egypt. And Egypt is leading because they've won all their games. They only draw one, where I think now be against Leone Star. Was it against Leone Star? I'm not too sure anyway. But let's watch and see where Sierra Leone attack for the second time. We're still now attacking, and we are doing extremely well to secure the second goal, where I think say gonna make a difference. I'm now getting a call from one of Buya is on the 101. No, it was a missed pass, and Ethiopia has defended well, and they are now on the counter as they go, challenged by Jumaba, and no foul has been given. So we now have another chance again once more, as we still get the now captain of the match on a 1-1. No, he passed it on, and we take chances now. We're still on the edge of the Ethiopian 18-yard box, and we're knocking it around with confidence as we patiently wait for see if we could secure ourselves a second goal, which is exactly what's in the Leone Star they do right now. So far we try, we knock them around still, we take with time. We're not in a hurry, but we should be at 79 minutes, almost 10 minutes of the second half for end, and we still get confidence on the ball, and we did not come around, and we don't hold possession for almost 2 minutes. Pardon me. As we still look forward for secure second goal in this particular match against Ethiopia, we go make we seats on the third position of the table and 1 point behind Burkina Faso. So far we do well, and for the fact that we do well, no means it's still for be complacent. For the fact that we don't hold ball possession for well over 2 minutes, no means to say we are better than the other side. We should be able to secure a second goal. We will give you some guarantee, as the goalkeeper is not in his goal right now, and we get 1-1 by Mustafa Buya, Mohamed Buya. We lost the ball for go out for a goal kick to Ethiopia. Like I said earlier, when Buya don't try very hard for secure himself a space for the national team, amid all the challenge that we don't go through in life and all the challenges that we don't go through on and off the pitch, and we still able for see say he didn't have a club for almost 6 months plus, but he's now been able to secure himself a club, and he don't get another introduction into the national team by Mohamed Kalong. So I will not say he's very lucky, but I think he's been consistent in delivering for the national team. That was a long pass to Buya, but he was not able to get there on time. Although himself don't age small because he's been around for a while, and so it's 9 minutes of the second half left to be played for, and Leone Star is still leading by 1-0, and we want to see what will be the outcome of this match as Leon start on do everything possible for make sure say they get a second goal, but it's yet to come. So far, so good. We want to know exactly what's in your views if you're watching out there. What's your take on the national team and how you feel the national team would do if we manage for qualify for the knockout stages. Knockout stages, it means we're not going to qualify for the first time for the on the table, but it means when the table is complete and we end up for being second at the position, I think there will be a knockout stage where they're going to need one country for qualify, not in groups then. So far so good. Calendar make 3 changes and then 3 changes, then they don't try for creates a huge difference on the pitch, but they're able for secure a second goal yet. He's now look like for an anxious man, and I don't know how much it could be very anxious for make we become victorious on this match. We could make we sit down now a very comfortable position for get yourself into the playoffs or qualify for the World Cup for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone football. So far, so good. We still have few more minutes to play. And like I said, we will try later on for see if we will get the press conference and see what will be the outcome of the press conference, and also try for do a couple of interviews and see how we go able for manage the situation after the end of the match. So please not forget to give your opinion on the match. Don't forget for sending your own question we want for ask. This now a corner now winning the take in favor of Ethiopia. It's 7 minutes to go of the official time to end, and Sierra Leone has conceived the corner at this 11th hour almost of the match. Corner has been taken, nicely defended by Sierra Leone, and it goes out again to the Ethiopians, who headed that back down and then pump it in the air, and it goes out for a throw in favor of Sierra Leone. No, in favor of Ethiopia. So Ethiopia now having a throw, and we're still defending, and we are at the side of the Sierra Leone 18-yard box. Now we are now attacking. That's a nice pass but it's been ruled out as offside by Mohamed Bouya Touré. So as we all know, the game don't they in our favor, and it's only 6 minutes left for the first half to end. And we discuss for see whether we go continue with the match with some match analysis of the people holding at the gun, and see if we can able to get a couple of interviews done and possibly attend the press conference. We will take place immediately after the match. Well, I will totally agree with you by Francis Conte. His comment is, this is the best Leon Stars team I have seen for a very long time. Yes, I agree with you on that. I totally will say so myself. Like I said earlier on paper, the team is doing extremely well. We've shown enough confidence, even with the game we played a few days ago against Guinea-Bissau. We did extremely well as well. And we are now attacking once more. And we are attacking once more. A pass to Buya, it knocks it down, and offside position has been given against us. So yes, I agree with you, Mr. Conte, and Francis has been one of the most what's not the right word? Most influential coaches them in the UK when it comes to Australian football. And I'm not saying it lightly, I am saying it with all seriousness, that his Golden Eagles has been one of the most consistent footballing team in the UK. And so far, Golden Eagles don't play from Sierra Leone, and then don't they for well over 40 years, as in Golden Eagles. But himself don't tire now because he don't really do so much for Golden Eagles. And I don't know whether he want to give up or what. In football, you don't give up that easily, and he has been very much resilient in giving up. As a nice strike by Booyah. Nice, ambitious strike by Booyah. But definitely, not to this kind of game, you go take their chances, then because the goalkeeper are not going to be that dumb to leave their goal post this long. Now the ball then Sierra Leone 18-yard box again once more. And we get the likes of Juma Ba. We don't make that nice clearance there, and a foul being awarded to Sierra Leone in their favor. So far, so good. We only have like 4 more minutes to play for the official time. That's a nice strike by Booyah. He really me for don't do extremely well if that ball let me for don't go outside the reach of the goalkeeper. And that for don't be one of the most spectacular goal of the tournament so far. But again, you need to have an eye to be able to do that because it's not easy for someone to just think like that and possibly do the kind of miraculous attack or shots than they from the 18-yard from the halfway line because you think the goalkeeper is out of his line. That should be like a spectacular goal, and definitely the goalkeeper not go sit down and allow that to happen to him. Well, if we say this is now one of the best Leon Stars team we don't see, I will ask him why he feels it is now one of the best Leon Stars team we don't see. Is it because of the formation? Is it because now Mohamed Kalon did it? Because everybody seems to be saying this now because it's Mohamed Kalon. So we want to find out whether now because it's Mohamed Kalon or now because we know for say this particular match where they play so Mohamed Kalon don't play a great role for get the players them together for make them able for gain this kind of momentum on the pitch. But I would totally agree with him for say yes, this has been one of the best Leon Star teams so far. We don't see when it comes to consistency, yes, they've been able to manage things around, they've been able to defend well, and they've been able to make sure that they gain all the possession on the pitch, and they're doing very well for the national team for able for be victorious in few of the games they don't play so far. So like I said, it is a spectacular honor to see the Leon Stars playing their best football for a long time, and it's about time we will see the change where they happen in Sierra Leone football for making it be as effective as it is. But so far, the way how things they go with Sierra Leone football is still questionable at some points, but we not question them that much because we believe say most of what they happen to Sierra Leone football has been politicized in such a way that people might not want to see the team grow, or people might not want to see the benefit of the team in various different quarters. But we should be able to look at the national team and say to ourselves, well done, because we're not in the position where we struggle bad one for players them. I think the struggle don't come in so many different ways where we're not able to forget the right mindset of players then where they join the national team. Booyah is on the attack again once more. We only have like 3 minutes extra time being added. And yes, it's a pass, not a goal, not a shot at goal, but it's just a feeble shot that goes straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. We mean say we still the try as much as possible for make we gain momentum on this particular match. So far so good. We only have like 3 minutes of extra time to be played on this match, and we try for see whether we'll be able to forget with correspondent Musa for join we possibly live with reactions after the match as Leon Stardom seems for secure the third win of the campaign so far. And this win will mean a lot to the national team, and it will mean a lot to Mohamed Kalon himself because it will give him one step ahead for secure spots for the national team for the playoff. We will mean say we will likely win that playoff day and qualify for the FIFA World Cup for the very first time in the history of Sierra Leone. So that's Buya again going once more, and he's been dragged down on the floor, but referee did not give no foul, as we only have 2.5 minutes more to play for the second extra time. So Leone Star is still in possession, and they knock it all the way down to the goalkeeper, as Ethiopia don't put 3 man them for goal against the goalkeeper, so don't get able for tackle them. So that's the end of the second. Oh, that's a player pitch invasion. That's a pitch invasion by a supporter where they take the match or balling officials them for go and chase him down. So Mohamed Kalon is making 2 changes. I don't know why, because in only 1 more minute to go for the extra 3 minutes that is remaining. I don't know why he's making these 3 changes now, but it's down to him. It is his opinion, and I will not challenge him on that. He knows best, but I don't think it really matters to make the guy who invade the pitch. They don't arrest him, and he needs to come out of the pitch right now. It's nice to see pitch invasion in this country, because you only see things like that on big matches, but it's good that you have people who wants to create their own moments, and it's good that they've done it in their own way. So Leone Star have made 2 more changes. Emmanuel Samadia has been substituted, and Saidu Fofana, and we have introduced Mohamed Kaba and Musa Kamara, who are going out as substitutes, as we only have less than the seconds to play for the second half. So basically, I don't know how much extra time the referee is going to put into this game, but there is only 1 more minute to play for. I don't think these 2 players are even going to touch the ball or even going to have a feel of the game. Well, if they secured a place to play, they will definitely get a match bonus, and it will be good for them to have a match bonus because they have participated on the match, because they've been used as substitute. It doesn't matter how many seconds you come on the pitch for as long as you played a role, you will be given a match bonus for victory. And rumors said it that there were confusion about yesterday's training based on the fact that their match bonuses for a draw wasn't given to them, so the players possibly went on a strike and refused to train for some time. I don't know how they got them to do that now afterwards to be able to train. Oh, that's a dangerous pass by the Sierra Leone defense, and he goes out for a corner kick at the 11th hour. And Mohamed, the goalkeeper, have had a holiday all throughout the match, and he's now under pressure at the 11th hour. 4 minutes or 5 minutes of extra time is now being played, and it was officially 3 minutes of extra time to be played. I don't know why the referee has given an extra 2 minutes for this match, and Leone Star now seems to be in danger of this corner kick to be taken and defended well. Yes, the goalkeeper is off his goal line. Are you going to make it 2? Yes. 1-on-1. Yes, it's going to be 2-0 to Leone Star. No way. Yes, it's 2-0 to Leone Star. Definitely, we've done it. And it is a careless defense and a last-minute attempt by the goalkeeper of the Ethiopian goal. He decided to leave his post and came all the way to have a go, and he lost it to a Sierra Leonean, one of the Golden Twins, and he had to take on the entire Ethiopian defense on his own, and he actually scored a goal by not passing it on to no one. He just dribbled and dribbled and dribbled until the ball went into the goal for a second goal by Leone Stars. Yes, Musa did said it. It's going to be a 2-0 victory to Leone Star, and that's exactly what the result has been. And now I can see the huge amount of Sierra Leoneans who are on the stands. Yes, this is well over 1,000 of them, and it's been very much interesting to see that Sierra Leoneans have come all the way. It's a one-man drive all the way from the Sierra Leonean goal post all the way to the Ethiopian goal, and Samadia, I mean the Golden Twins, actually strolled. He actually jogged into the goal and scored for Sierra Leone. We don't take, we go definitely on the position of third position, and now we've got 2 goals in favor. Well done, Leon Stars, and I don't think there's going to be any more time for anything to happen, as Sierra Leone has secured 2 goals in this tournament, and the match is over. So well done, Leon Stars, and the game is over. Leon Stars has secured their 3rd win of this tournament, and they should now sit on the 3rd position of the table, as automatically they have won 3 matches, and that means they will now sit in 3rd position of the league table for that particular zone. The group as it is right now, Leone Star has won their 3rd match, and we are yet to see what is going to be the outcome of the other matches that are meant to be played today. And Leone Star have secured their 3 points of this match without the introduction of Kai Kamara and a few more household names. We have the likes of Buya, who actually played his own role, and we have the likes of the Twins, who actually scored the 2nd goal after the 1st goal being scored by Momo Kamara, who was the former captain of the under-20 that did extremely well in the under-20 African Cup of Nations in Egypt. So far, so good. It's congratulations all the way for Leone Stars from Sandy, and definitely this is one of the, I will not say the best, I will not accept that to be one of the best. This is the best. No, I would say this is one of the most consistent, I would say, Leone Star team that we have seen for years now. And over the past couple of years, yes, they've seen the likes of few changes within the national team side with the coaches that have changed. But so far, so good. They don't do extremely well for maintaining the structure of the national team under the likes of Mohamed Kalong. We don't continue for secure a couple of wins them for this particular tournament. So far, they don't get 2 matches them way they under in belt, and Leone Star don't lost 1, and we don't win 3 now. Yes, we don't win 3 now. Let me go back to the table. So on the table, Leone Star has won 3 matches, lost 1, and draw 1. And Burkina Faso with the 2nd, don't win 3 match, again lost 1 and draw 1. So we should sit on the same position right now, but then get 14 points, and they've only played 7 games. Yeah, okay. Why is Leone Star Safe don't play 7 games? So far so good. We don't see Leone Star now don't play. Will Leone Star have a game in hand or so? No, it's Guinea-Bissau that have played 8 games, and Djibouti don't play 8 games, and Leone Star don't only play 7, and Guinea-Bissau don't play 8, Egypt don't play 7, and Burkina Faso don't play 7. So far so good. We wait for see what's going to be the outcome of this particular match, as Leone Star don't win 2-0 against Ethiopia. So these are the kind of results we would look for when we talk about national team playing against other countries, especially when it comes to the World Cup. Yes, we may not have possibly made our full chances to qualify for the World Cup, but the way things stand right now, we might have a chance to qualify for the knockoff stages of the World Cup. which means Egypt, they go yes first because they have already secured their spots, and we now fight for second position likely. And whilst we are fighting for second position, it means the table will change for make we get a chance for play the knockout stages. We go able for make we possibly qualify for the World Cup. It would be nice to see Sierra Leone qualify for the World Cup. It would be nice to see how far the players then will go. It would be nice to see how much more players that we go attract from the international communities than we Afisa will get many Sierra Leoneans than really play. It would be nice to see what thing would be the outreach of we national team to we external home players than we possibly get Sierra Leonean heritage. We're able to right now various different clubs in the UK and other parts of Europe. So interestingly, if Sierra Leone qualify for World Cup, what will be the change within the national team lineup? We could get forget the same people that we help the team for qualify, or we might have different players we can represent. What difference will it make for the national team, as in the coaching staff or the executive of the national team? Will it be that of a huge difference if we try for see, as Musa don't join the Zoom, let's see if I can get him to get us to see if we can get few of the people that we will go on for talk to later on. So basically, we can try for join the Zoom now with Musa. We right now na Monrovia, as he's trying to call me as we speak. Hello, Musa. You don't join the Zoom? Okay, I am not going to accept you on the Zoom call, and we will see if we'll be able to get Musa connected to the Zoom right now. Make her just start the Zoom, and we will take him right there. So basically, yes, we don't get the Zoom up and running now. Let's see how we can get Musa to be on the Zoom call and at the same time right. So thank you very much if you're watching. We're not trying to get Musa on the Zoom because he's going to try to connect and get him to participate and see how much more of what he's got for us. As he join the Zoom come now, so we're able to connect to live online. So Musa is still try for joining within audio, as we still try for get him for make it take we into let's see if I can call my technical support as it now head to the press conference room. The last time we were at the press conference of this tournament, it was so bad, but we hope it will not be the same today. Can I have my technical man to get me out from the Zoom to the hello microphone check 1 2 1 2. Hello mic check 1 2. Hello mic check 1 2 1 2. Hello, welcome again. We still try to forget Musa for making join we, and the network in Monrovia seems to be extremely bad at the moment, but we wait for see whether I get able to connect with we on the press conference. So the press conference is possibly going to start anytime soon, and when the press conference starts, we will get Musa for join we direct from Monrovia. Now the press conference booth we wait no one now for make things get on going. So far so good. Leon Star don't do extremely well for secure their 3 points for this particular match, and I believe say the 3 points really don't secure, so it will be a huge difference for what Leon Star go use for take forward into the next match. So far, I think say if we continue the way we have done so far, it will be a great record for the national team. But the national team in challenges them over the past couple of years has been great, and most of the things they happen in the favor of the national team. They happen in the favor of individuals, but not in the favor of the national team. The national team don't lose a huge amount of momentum over the past couple of years based on the fact that some of the things that we didn't do, not a thing that they resonate well on the mindset of Sierra Leoneans. But not just Sierra Leoneans, but Sierra Leonean football lovers, the way they all over the world, we possibly not come out from Sierra Leone. So the challenges that we beyond the now with the technical staff, the administrative structure wasn't possibly the right one where you go talk home about, and a few more other concerns that we then be done the raise over the past couple of years with the structures of how the administrative structures and the run, the management structure. So people were not prioritizing the national team. They were prioritizing other things instead of them prioritizing the national team. So what we don't realize see they happen, now the fact say most times we they see matches then they play, the outcome of the matches then they're not going to be positive ones because of the backroom staff of the national team was not put together properly. Then gets conflict between the players or the management and within the structures of the management amongst themselves. Then they fight for supremacy. Then they fight for that for they in charge, or not for they in charge. So those are the huge challenges that with the national team we don't get over the past couple of years, and we don't realize say if those challenges continue, then football will not be that effective. But what we don't see now, the likes of the new presidency, we don't come to SLFA, we now Babadi. Babadi don't do well in sports in Sierra Leone, I would say, because he don't manage for open Ion Stadium. We build Ion Stadium, we na the Bo Rangers Stadium. We very good for stats. Again, if you have your money, you have to invest it in Sierra Leone. So it's a very good thing that he did to invest in Sierra Leone. And yes, thank you very much, Don Kai. Well done, Leon Stars. They played well, but lost lots of job needs to be done to gain more confidence. Yes, of course, I agree with you on that. There is a lot of more work to be done, but I think so far what in the national team don't do, I think we should give them the credit for that. And this is exactly why you're saying well done, Leon Stars. I agree with you on that one day. But like I say, we now get the lights of Babadi Way, now the new SLFA president. But we'll all see the amount of challenges where this election being gets, the amounts of difficulties, the amounts of infighting, the amounts of loss of lives, we will not publicly see, but yeah, some people lose their lives for this particular election because some people can go beyond the extra mile and do certain things that way not being right for an election of this nature. It's not a general election, it's just an election for presidency. But that don't just show how desperate people are. But at the same time, we get to look at some of the positives that we sometimes this go bring come. Not for people who all lost their life, but now for the one that we still there, how much impacts then will create in this new executive we don't form by Daddy Brahim, by Babadi. But what we don't see so far, most of the people that we been work with Daddy Brahim, and then still they continue for work with Babadi. And we don't know whether those executives are going to change or they will remain the same. If they remain the same, it's good because it looks like a continuity of what was in existence. But will it be a bad continuity or the same status quo of voting don't they happen and back they continue for happen. We go see the likes of the Secretary General or Director or whatever positions we think are very key to the national team will be changed. We don't know yet. And since since Babadi don't take over office, now the second game this way they play under in Ion tenor. But we don't see a fly to FIFA meetings and conferences then with the same executive then we been there with Daddy Brahma. But again, a lot of backbiting, backstabbing, backroom clash don't happen with them two individuals there. So we don't see the role where Babadi don't play in Sierra Leone football. He don't build a stadium, he don't get a team. So he don't create some elements of employment for football in Sierra Leone, which is good. Again, you can't cry him down for that. But you now look at how much interest will he have in administration part of the game, because you can love the game, but Babadi is also a businessman. Will he be able to have the time for focus on the national team and do some developmental differences than from what Daddy Brahma do? Because we all see Daddy Brahma not been get a second job. He was basically the SLFA president, and that was primarily what he did within his entire reign of in time in office. We not see him depend any other business way they do. We not see him depend any other kind of dealings. Then we sometimes go say he not dedicate himself or in time to the national team. We don't see all the stuff the way he do whilst he was the SLFA president in terms of traveling all over the country, traveling all over the world, making sure that Sierra Leone as a national team excel in whatever they are doing. Will Babadi have the same time to invest in the national team or to invest in SLFA? Because SLFA on its own is an entire project, and you cannot run SLFA and at the same time you have another business that you're focusing on. I am not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying that you need a huge amount of commitment for run SLFA, because SLFA is a project where you not just get for take lightly say, oh yeah, na SLFA, it no matter really what's happen, I go able for appoint XYZ people and for one. But the buck stops with you. So if anything go wrong, if anything go right, now you take the credit, now you take the bad name. So during that period of time there, we now get to see what thing you go come do, we go affect that change day, we go make SLFA become a better SLFA from the SLFA of Daddy Brahma. Because the SLFA of Daddy Brahma was okay, apart from other dealings and accusations the way it gets against him. And those are all financial accusations or financial dealings. We don't see him being taken to anti-corruption, but that did not last long. It fades out, and we don't know the outcome of it was okay, according to the anti-corruption commissioner. Said there was nothing that he was found guilty of. So, but he did not meet the qualification to compete for the position again for, I think, the second or third time. So in that case, it means say something went wrong. What went wrong is what we don't know. Why he was disqualified. And when they disqualify him, we see the reigns of Aminata, we possibly may not know to get any kind of influence in football. I don't know whether she owns a football club. I don't know whether she supports a football club. I don't know whether she has any kind of influence in Sierra Leone football. But all of a sudden, we see say he come and can contest for the position, and she became a front runner automatically. Why did that happen? We don't know. Was she sent by somebody that was pushing her to compete against Babadi? We don't know. Babadi started off his campaign like well over 3-4 years ago, and we see say when Babadi in campaign starts, it was deliberate. We don't know whether it was influenced by somebody himself, because at some point after the AFCON Cameroon, he had no further interest in football, especially for the administrative side of football, because he was a team manager. He came back after that tournament and resigned. and he not get no rule again for play in running the affairs of Sierra football as a team manager. Whether he did not understood the position of a team manager, or whether they're not able to make you understand, say, this is not the role of a team manager, this is what is expected of you, and this is what you should do. But his performance during the AFCON wasn't great at all, as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion. But that should not disqualify him if he wants to contest for the presidency. Maybe after the AFCON, he don't learn some lesson and we believe, say, will be very useful for now going into this next phase of his career of becoming the president of the SLFA. Well, let's just try for cross-check now Monrovia for see if I can get we correspondence with the for give you any updates about the press conference, because I don't see you don't join the Zoom since we last tried for make it join. So let's see if I can able to get some back online anyway. So like I say, there is a huge differences in voting Babadige for bringing Cam now into the SLFA, because what we don't see so far, involvement in Sierra Leone football is different from any other individual we don't involve in Sierra Leone football, because when Cam, he builds stadium, he recruits a whole team when are Bow Rangers, and then he restructure Bow Rangers, he make it look like a professional club. We make all the other clubs within our salon try for raise up their standard for try for match to what in Bow Rangers look like. So yes, that was good because it creates some elements of competition among the other clubs they were like Eastern Lions, Kakwa Rangers. No, we're Kambu Eagles, not Kakwa Rangers, because Kakwa Rangers end up in the Bow Rangers now. So Kambu Eagles, Edwards, Blackpool, and a few more other clubs then try for raise them back. But the likes of their new club that we don't calm down at free turn don't create a huge difference in how the level of competition at club level don't change. We see kind of I will not say professional kind of attitude, but the professional level of Australian football is slightly it don't slightly go up. Now players then they get contracts, players then they get salary, then they get allowances, then they get bonuses. So the lifestyle of players them is not as bad as it used to be, where they just play for play sake without no structure, without no contract, without no nothing. Because we don't realize now, say a player might be a registered player for your club, and something all of a sudden some interest will come towards that player way. If you not get contracted, they go. So everybody is now trying to do the right thing. And the reason to make this not happen is because Babadido introduced the new form of professionalism in the game. We don't make a huge change. I'm still struggling to get to a correspondent in Liberia, but I will continue for wait for him within the next 10-15 minutes. If we not get him, then we go say thank you and we end the Zoom. So they give small time for see if we'll be able to get him for join we on the Zoom so that we'll be able to get access to the press conference. Like I said, the network is really bad out there, and I cannot rely on it, or we don't get a couple of correspondent calls so far, and those correspondent calls were good, the lines were clear. But this time around is a Zoom call because we want to show the video coverage of the press conference where they take place. I know say the press conference might slightly be on its way because it happens maybe 15-20 minutes or maximum half an hour immediately after the game, because I've been on this myself on several occasions when I cover matches them live during the AFCON period then for the tournament they would uncover. So let's give him some time. I'm going to try and call him again because I don't call on this number able for pick. I'll go and give him a call again and see if I'll be able to get hold of him and find out exactly what's in the state of the press conference. But like I say, it's a huge difference of how things don't happen salon football over the years. But I'll see if I can call one per me managers them in the past when Mr. Conte, where I feel say they watch the game. Let us see if I can get some for give you a phone conversation and tell you what's in the outcome of the match and why he say this Leon star now possibly one of the best Leon star we in don't see. So let me try and give him a call and see if I can get him on the phone. Because he's not just a Sierra Leonean, they follow Salon football, but he don't manage Salon football for decades, from Sierra Leone all the way to the UK, we in team we getting our Golden Eagles. Hello, Francis Conte. You're live on Sierra Media. Will you be able to give us 1 minute of your time?
You got a quick 1 minute? Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us for this quick 1 minute. What's your take on the national team? I see you post on the chat group say this is one of the best Leon Star team we don't see for decades. Can you explain that, please?
Well, I didn't watch the whole match, but the minutes I watched, there was a few minutes to the goal, after the goal, and I missed the second goal. But from my point of view, it seems to be one of the best teams I've seen for a very long time. The players are very confident. You can see there's cohesion, there's togetherness. They play for each other. You can see they're well coached, they're well structured and well disciplined. So that team, if they keep them together, will go really far.
Well, they haven't been able to use enough international players that are not based in Sierra Leone. Do you think that has made a difference in the team so far?
Well, you wouldn't know whether or not these are players that are home-based or international players. Football doesn't matter who you are, it's how you play, whether you listen to instructions, whether you play with a formation, you have an understanding of each other. And clearly these boys, the way they played today, the way the ball was moving around, the ball was on the deck, the passes was good, the movement on and off the ball was good. These boys look very, very good. For a home-based team, they were excellent. They were absolutely outstanding.
So do you think their performance is going to put the international players' position at threats?
Well, look, international players, professional players, they have the training, they have the facilities. There's nothing wrong with using home base as well as international players. You blend them together and you get the strongest set of players. So if they can combine those, but for the home base players, the advantage is that the coach will have more time with them than the international players. They can blend these guys together, and then it's up to the international players to come in and be part of the team. It's not about Maradonas. It's about who wants to wear the shirt, who wants to play for the badge, who wants to play for the country. And the way these boys played today, you could see they wanted to play. They were happy to be there. They were comfortable. They were good. They're disciplined. They're playing according to their coach's instructions. So they were excellent.
At the moment in time, we sit on the third position with 1 point behind Burkina Faso. Do you think we'll have any chance to qualify for the run-off stages of the World Cup?
There's nothing is impossible in football. The boys are showing today that, they believe they can do it. The way they played, I believe they can do it. They don't have to fear anybody. So long as they take what they did today into the next match, there are 2 more matches to go, anything can happen. They're looking for 4 out of the 9 who come into second place. So you can't rule anybody in or out at this stage.
All right, one final question. What do you think of Sierra Leone football as you've been following it for the past 40 years of your footballing career? What do you think will be the future of Sierra Leone football as it stands right now?
I've always said this. Look, there's talent in every country in the world. What needs to be done is a question of giving them the necessary facilities. It is a shame that the Leone Stars play today on foreign soil. These boys should have been at the Shackle Stevens Stadium where the whole country would have turned up and supported them. So good organization, good management, good organization, good facilities, good welfare will take these boys to higher heights.
Thank you very much, Francis Conte, for that contribution. And I believe your consistent contribution towards Sierra Leone football will not end soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right, that was Francis Conte of Golden Eagles fame. For those of you who don't know him, he still does own Golden Eagles that has been consistent for 40 years of playing football in the UK, and I was one of the most successful bunch of that Golden Eagles. We won a couple of trophies, we won a couple of league titles, maybe once, but we've been runner-up in so many of those league titles, and we were playing in the Southern Sunday Football League in the UK, and that has not been an easy experience at all. I've played with so many household names under Golden Eagles, and I think Francis has done extremely well for improving grassroots football in the UK for young Sierra Leoneans and also ex-Sierra Leonean professionals who possibly managed to live their lives in UK. So we're still waiting for our correspondent in Liberia so that we'll be able to get him on board to see if he can say some few words. But before I do that, let me see if I can try and get hold of one of Sierra Leone's finest footballers as well, who I think possibly has followed the national team for decades in the UK, and he was a former international as well. Let me see if I can get hold of him and maybe just give me his own analysis of the match, because I believe he might be watching and he will want to say some few words to us as we do come very close to the end of this live broadcast of Sierra Leone against Ethiopia. I'm going to give him a call right now and then take him on a ways to let him know that he is live on Sierra Leone Media and I need to have his own opinion on the match. Right, as we're still waiting for Musa to connect to the Zoom from Monrovia, and I'm trying to make a couple of phone calls to ex-Sierra Leoneans who have played football in Europe and also who had represented Sierra Leone in various different occasions. See if I can get hold of some of them. Well, I'm still waiting, phone still ringing, and if you're online live, please send in your comments and questions so I'll be able to speak to you yourself and I'll be able to ask you some few more questions about how you feel about this particular match today where Sierra Leone has won against Ethiopia. No, I'm not able to get all of him. Let me see if I can try one more person online and see what will be their take on the match if they were watching. If they were not watching, I think it should be a shame. But anyway, on a very serious note, I think the game has been very interesting. Like Francis said, if we continue to play like this, then we won't be able to have problems going forward. As a nation, it's been challenging for us to be able to get a team that is that consistent, that plays together, that believes in winning and believes in wearing the jersey to represent their nation. And if we see anything different from what we've seen today, it's based on one thing: consistency and collective work. And if that hasn't been the case so far, then we will struggle to make the top flights of football in Africa. If we cannot survive the fringes of football in Sierra Leone or in Western Africa, we will struggle to possibly go to the next level of world football, which will be the World Cup. But honestly speaking, we should look at various different things that are affecting the country as a whole. Politics has played a great role in not making things happen for the national team. So we should try and take politics away from sports, take politics away from football, and make sure that we elect or select or voted in for the people that we think have passion for the game, have enthusiasm to push the game, have experience, even though some experience would have to be learned on their way, but we should have somebody who believe in supporting grassroots football, not just international level, but grassroots football as well as home base, as well as international. It should be an all-round thing, not just in one specific area of interest. But if we try to do that, then we'll be able to achieve as a nation. I mean, we've seen the likes of other African countries that are doing very well, especially the Portuguese African countries, Congo, Gabon, and Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, to name a few. They are doing extremely well because most of their national team players are actually playing their professional football in Portugal or Spain. So the way they have improved their competition level in African football has been extremely different. I think one of them have already qualified for the World Cup. I think it's I don't know, I can't remember the name of the country, but anyway, one of them have automatically qualified by winning the top spots in their group. So basically, that's the difference in how African football have changed. Are we attracting or are we looking at our own players to be able to do more whilst they are playing their football in and out of Sierra Leone? So we have to look at all those things and see what are the possibilities of how we can change Sierra Leone football. Because if we just sit down and say, well, it doesn't concern me and I'm not going to get involved, then we're making a big mistake, because it doesn't matter how much you think of you being a Sierra Leonean. If you don't participate in anything in Sierra Leone, it means you don't have interest, and that interest will come and haunt you one day. Let me see if I can get hold of one of my own controversial big man on the game who lives in France, the big man himself. Let me see if I can call him and see if he's watching, or whether he has managed to watch the game so far, and then I will have a quick discussion with him on the phone while he's giving his opinion. Right, I'm waiting for him to come on board. Hello, Fred Clay. You're live on Sierra Leone Media. Did you watch the game?
Not at all, not at all, not at all. I had a sad issue. A guy that has been raising players from nowhere, had an accident on Saturday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, by the name of Jason Toure, He has helped develop so many players, so we are still mourning, and I'm sure they should have given him a black band to show solidarity, because he is part of football.
Oh, so he passed away today or a few days ago?
No, on Saturday. Well, there's the investigation going on, because they just saw him dead, and he left for McKinney with a driver. The driver is okay.
Oh my
and
God.
He shattered everywhere, so you know the story down there.
Oh my God. My sympathy to his family. I didn't know that happened in Sierra Leone, but like you said, clearly, if he has been a pillar for Sierra Leone football, they should have honored him. But again, I don't know whether that message has been passed across to the national team or the executive in power to know that something like this has happened.
Well, it's all over the media, because incident like this, everybody's saying his own. Before it was like armed robbery, and it's on, a car accident. So the investigation is still going on, And he was working directly with Tony Finnegan from the UK.
Oh my God.
They were even about to move a player to Italy next week by the name of Pedro.
We extend our sympathy to his family, and our sympathy goes over to you as well. Well, I'm just doing random calls around and see if I'll be able to talk to a few people that I've been talking to over the past couple of years in regards to Sierra Leone football. But our condolences will go to the family. I know you're not in the position to talk now, but is there any message you want to pass on to the family members of this special person that passed away, that has contributed to football in Sierra Leone?
Well, I've been in touch with the family. I mean, the direct family. I think I will have to talk to the football family. Calon and others, they know better, because this Pedro played for Calon last season, before he was withdrawn a few days ago for his trip to Italy. So they know what he has been doing. They just give him the final respect, and, pray for him to, I don't know, T-Boy, I'm just short of words. I'm just short of words.
Okay.
This guy's contribution is it's just too much. It's just too much. So
okay,
there's a lot. As I'm speaking to you now, he has up to 17. From 12 to 14 years. Where are they going now? Where are they going to? Where are they going to?
Wow.
He has been working with Musa Kalon. How they knew. Oh my God.
Well, you seem to be in a huge shock, but again, like I said, I respect you for that, and for the fact that you pick up the phone. It shows that you always want to make your contribution. But thank you very much for letting us know, and please let us know the name, so we'll put it on the chat group, so we'll be able to.
Jason Toure.
Justin Toure. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll put it on the chat, and then we can make some condolences on behalf of ourselves and the CRJ Media team to his family. Thank you very much, Fred.
Okay, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So that was Fred Clay. He lives in France, and he just made an announcement about a Sierra Leonean, I would say scout, or somebody who has helped in the development of young players in Sierra Leone, has passed away a couple of days ago, either by accident or car road accident or robbery. He himself is not sure about the incident of what exactly happened, but at the same time, is expecting the national team or the Sierra Leone football family to extend their condolences to his family. He was also suggesting that maybe the national team should have given him a black handband just to show some solidarity to his family. This looks like a gruesome accident, and it is nothing that you might want to share. So basically, I think it's a sad day for him and his family, and it's a sad day for the footballing family in Sierra Leone. As Fred was saying, he had couple of players or one specific player that is supposed to travel out of the country right now to start their professional career with another club in Europe. But unfortunately, he's not here today to make that contribution to football. May his soul rest in peace, and we send our condolences to his family and also to footballing nation in Sierra Leone. And I've been given another link to reach out to somebody, but I think we'll leave that for another program. I know everybody might be in distress right now, and we will not want to possibly bring that to the public domain for now. And I think we can do a special program in his memory with myself and Fred anytime soon. Maybe before his burial, we should be able to do something in his honor. So thank you very much, Fred, for making that contribution, and we appreciate the fact that you are able to give us the information that you just gave me. And it's a gruesome incident, and I think it's very much disheartening to see such elements of brutality towards a young individual. And like you said, he's also a FIFA agent, and again, questions should be asked, but we'll leave that for the authorities to investigate that. So thank you very much, Fred, and I think I respect the fact that you're able to give us this information. Thank you very much. So I think with that note, I will possibly end the program now. Let me just see if I can get our correspondent for the last time. I'm going to try him for the last time. If I can't get hold of him, then I'm definitely going to end the program and say thank you to all our viewers that have watched the match so far on their own, and I've been able to listen to the commentary from the starting of the match till the end. So let me see if I can get hold of our correspondent once more. And if I'm not able to get hold of him, that means something may have gone wrong within the press conference, or something may have gone wrong with his phone, or maybe his phone is not connecting to any network at all. I've been able to talk to him earlier on, but since the end of the match, I've not been able to get him on the phone after the first initial call that he made to say he's about to join the Zoom call to go into the press conference. But I just want to remind everybody out there watching to say Sierra Leone has just won the match against Ethiopia, and that may have got them to be in the third position of the World Cup qualifier, which means Leone Star might have a chance, just about a chance to be able to have a space on the knockout stages of the tournament, which will mean they might have a possibility to qualify for the World Cup, for the FIFA World Cup that is up soon. I'm hearing rumors like the FIFA World Cup is not going to happen, but I'm not too sure how possible that is. Again, it's just rumors. I haven't been able to confirm it because they were expressing some amounts of controversy about the tournament itself, but I'm not too sure. So yes, we are now sitting third with 12 points on the Group A table, which means Egypt is leading by 19. Okay, I've got Fred on the line again once more. Hello, Fred. I've got yourself and Tony on a three-way call. Hello. Hello, Tony. How are you? How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
It's just a sad day today for you, as I've heard you've lost one of your key men in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, it's traumatic time, to be honest. Very disappointed, very frustrating, and it's really feeling it for his young family and his children, his wife. It's just got a lot to live for, you know. Promising guy.
Okay, we extend our condolences to yourself and the family and Fred, who I actually reached out to whilst I was doing a commentary on the Leones game.
Yeah, they won 2-0, which is good. When I last saw it, it was 1-0 up, and then Musa came on. Was it Musa Kamaran came on and scored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate the fact that your involvement in the Sierra Leone football grassroots has been very much accepted within the other side of footballing family. For some of us who have lived football all our lives in and out of Sierra Leone, and you have made your own contribution towards Sierra Leone football and other contributions in terms of boosting the game, we appreciate you so much for that. And I know it's a very challenging times for you now by losing someone so close to you that have been working alongside you. What would you want to say about his contribution to football over the years that you've been working with him?
I just thought he was a great spotter of talent. It's difficult to say this in past tense, but yeah, Jason Touré was always keen to help, very kind and considerate. And to think that someone individually would take on young men, practically adopt them. When you look at Pedro, that's now performing a great season for Calon FC, and to think that he's had that young man since a young age. Father died, he took him on as his son. I actually came out last year to Tombo to go and visit where he came from, and you see the humble beginnings, and Jason to stick by him and support him, put these guys through education, clothe them, feed them, house them. It's incredible what he did, you know. Nothing was ever too much for any kid. He was the first to be there, and as I said, he identified a lot of talent. Always had a great pool of players, continually does. Yeah, it's a sad loss, but it was great for those kids, you know. I'm sure they're mourning him in more ways than one, you know. It's just including me here and us in Europe, so. A great man, I have to just say, you know, that's the word that comes to mind. He's just a great human being, a great man.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Tony. And I believe the Lord will give you solace and will guide you through this challenging time of yours. And we hope to have you on a different platform, on a different form of discussion. And this is not the right time, but there is always not the right time for something to happen. And it was meant to happen like this today. So we appreciate you for taking your time to have a short discussion with we and giving us your own insight about this young man that just passed away. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What message would you want to say to his family or to the footballing family that you have worked with over the years?
What would I say? Could you repeat that? Sorry.
What sort of message would you like to pass on to his family and footballing family that are watching?
Well, to be honest, I'm in direct contact with his wife, although we haven't had a conversation. But the Momo, I believe, who I've met many times. So, you know, I'd like to keep that private. You know, with all due respect to the footballing wider world, I'm in Sierra Leone. I'm committed to it, like I always have. And I'm going to do my bit to uphold the name of that man and try and support as many footballers and those that are good enough, try and get them out of the country to get better lives, you know. That's my quest in football, as far as Sierra Leone and in general, making people's lives better, which is what Jason always set out to do and what I've done. And yeah, just keep on doing that. Keep on doing the right things and helping people as best as I can.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. And like I said, we'll possibly get you on a different platform to discuss a little bit further about Sierra Leone football.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you very much, Fred, for making it possible as well. All right, thank you very much. All right, yeah. So that was Tony Finnegan, somebody who has worked very closely with Jason in Sierra Leone, and he has just expressed his condolences for the family, and definitely we'll possibly have him again some other time and talk about Sierra Leone football a bit more than what we call him for here today. It's a great loss for him, and it's a great loss for football fans in Sierra Leone, and it's also a great loss for the younger generation of Sierra Leoneans that are possibly looking forward to be scouted to possibly play their professional football outside of Sierra Leone. So I've just received a message from correspondent in Liberia to say the network is very bad, so he won't be able to join us on Zoom because of the network. Like I said earlier on, yes, the network is very much challenging because it isn't the same as it was like earlier on when he was on the pitch. Now that he's gone out of the pitch and he's now in the changing room or the press conference room, the network is not the same anymore. So I will say thank you to his resilience. He had tried a few times to join the Zoom, but he hasn't been able to do so. We're hopefully possibly going to get some of his back scene pictures that we'll post later on our Facebook page to make his own contribution also count for the fact that he's gone all the way to Liberia to cover the match for Sierra Leone Media. And he's Musa Jallo by name, and he's been doing extremely well for sports and other areas of coverage for Sierra Leone Media in Sierra Leone, and he's been the main lead. So thank you very much, Musa, once more. And thank you very much for all of the Sierra Leone Media workers, and of course the executive in America and in the UK, and the backroom staff that are doing extremely well to making sure that we have programs every other week. Definitely we're coming with another program this week again. We don't know exactly whether it's going to happen tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday, but of course, yes, we do going to have a program this week, and it's going to be a different discussion on various different things that are happening within the Republic. So on behalf of the Sierra Leone Media team, I will want to say congratulations to Leone Star for winning this match today against Ethiopia. We don't put them the not comfortable position, but at least a little bit comfortable position, because they've got 2 more games to play so that they will be able to qualify for the knockout stages of going into the World Cup very soon. So I would say also may the soul of the bereaved of the family of Jason rest in peace, and may God guide him wherever he is right now and protect his soul for higher heights. And we'll extend our condolences to his family as well. And we say we extend our condolences to Tony Finnegan and Fred Clay, who has been able to join us with this for a very short conversation about the loss of Jason. So on behalf of the Sierra Leone Media team, I would like to say thank you all for watching, and thank you for your contribution, and thank you, Francis Conte, for making sure that you've made your own small contribution towards this program today. So I will say goodbye and have a nice afternoon or nice evening wherever you are, and don't forget to join us for another edition that will be How to Go inside the Republic from any time from now right up till Friday. So on behalf of the team and myself, I said goodbye.